vision. I have monumental plans for a new city. Glorious plans. Now that we've driven off the other gangs, it's time to rebuild. Rebuild a society the way it should be.
Well, it all starts with calming this chaos. You gotta gain the trust of the people.
Yes, gaining their trust. Every person between here and the waste will be under Sentinel control. I want them eating out of my hands. They will bow to me.
That's a whole nother fight.
Yes, in time this will all be ours.
QQQQ4Q Classic Rock Thunderball.
We interrupt this broadcast for a late-breaking weather report. Blister Canyon has been issued a tornado warning. We strongly recommend that you stay inside unless your wife's there. In that case, run towards the tornado. It's painless and fast. This has been Heath McGillivray with another late-breaking weather report.
Hey, buddy, little help, huh? Ow! Ooh!
Good eye, good eye.
Whoa, all right, how many grenades we got left there? Get it. Ow! Ooh! Get it. Ow! Ooh!
Good eye, good eye.
Whoa, all right, how many grenades we got left there?
Let's see, I brought, my usual baker's dozen.
All right.
So 2 away, that leaves, 11.
All right, turn this mic off real quick. Hey, listen, what we're gonna do is I'm gonna have a radio promo thing. Just go with me, all right?
Okay.
Mic that going, please.
Right.
All right, 96.2 Gear Talk Radio, 555-4327. Want to invite all the listeners to come hang out in the parking lot. We are gonna have a concert in which Mason is gonna play live tonight. Totally free concert, free beer, and the first 1,000 people to come get $1,000 each. So come on down to 96.2 Gear Talk Radio, the parking lot. Try to stand underneath the open window on the 7th floor. That's where Mason will be doing his guitar solo. And me and Vinny will be there throwing out prizes. Chocolate hand grenades for everyone.
There'll be a big red circle right on the sidewalk where you need to be.
All right, I think that'll work.
Yeah.
Yeah, huh? Get some people down here and put some t-shirts on some fans.
Marketing genius, ladies and gentlemen. We're gonna be giving out free t-shirts.
We're gonna wrap them inside. We're gonna take the grenades and put them inside a t-shirt cannon. We're gonna fire them from the 7th floor of our building. One of the grenades will be live. The other 9 are gonna be with the pins to the fans. Whoever gets the grenade without the pin loses.
Classic.
You know, I got a complaint right now.
Uh-oh.
I'm a little steamed.
Frank's got a beef.
If I were a tea kettle, I'd be going doo like that. You know it would be tea time, I'll tell you that.
All right, bring your scones.
All right, here it goes. Went down to Uncle Woody's theme park last night.
Oh, here we go.
Hey, guess what?
What?
None of the rides are turned on.
Oh, go figure.
Yeah, so, and here's the thing, though. They don't
They
tell
still
you.
got the fence on the roller coaster?
Yep, they got the fence
Yeah.
up, they got the pirate ship, nobody's on the boat.
Yeah.
A mutiny has occurred.
What a waste.
But the thing is they charge you, they say, have fun.
Uh-huh.
How can I have fun?
You kick and gravel? What?
Exactly. The only plus to being not as packed as I thought it would be was that instead of having to walk around a theme park, I just drove. People got out of my way. You know, I waited in line with my car, and when it was my turn to get on, I just honked, get out of my way.
How were the concessions?
They weren't bad, you know. A lot of times it's hard to get a nice cold drink at 40, you know, because they don't like that. They don't have drive-thrus in the amusement park. But the interesting thing is that they will not allow you to drive your cars on the roller coaster.
Very true.
Yeah, like all of a sudden, this is a bad idea. I told the guy, he said, you already got a car on there. You got 6 of them. There are people in it right now. The only difference is mine got a sunroof.
Tied together, too.
He kept telling me, he says, not that kind of car, sir. And I was like, oh, what do you mean? 4 wheels, vehicle. You got 4 wheels, vehicle. Out of the way. So I threw him.
Good for you.
So I grabbed him and I got some duct tape, and I duct taped him to the front of my vehicle, and I went and I did all the loops on that roller coaster. This guy was screaming, just screaming. Then I stopped and I said, next time I ask to drive on this, you say yes, sir. I slap you high fives, you tell your friends you know me, and then I go do this. Otherwise, you're gonna be my hood ornament.
What were you driving?
It's a bean. It is. It's the fastest, you know, through the park. You know, if you don't want to get out of your car and you're in a hurry, drive it around, because, you know, to me...
It looks like a roller coaster car.
Yeah, and if you hit somebody, it really doesn't hurt them. You know, a lot of people, they say, what's that on my shoe? Oh, it's a bean. Okay, let me hose that off.
Sure.
You know, and the good thing is well, every time it was my turn to ride the Ferris wheel, well, I just picked up my bean and put it in my pocket.
Sure.
That's how small it is.
Nay. Nay.
How are you?
Nay.
How are you?
I wanted to tell you guys that I broke down in Lava Falls. It's really hot out here.
You need someone to give you a mammogram?
No. I was just wondering if somebody could come and help me jumpstart my car.
God damn, Renee, you sound hot. I tell you, I could do it. I'm doing a radio show, but if you got, you know, you could wait 2 hours, get nice and sweaty, you know, maybe you run around and, you know, throw a garden hose on yourself, get all wet, and then I come down there, creep up on you, and fix your tire, if you know what I mean.
I'm waiting for you to come and pick me up.
Well, let me sober up a bit and kick the shit out of this radio show, and I'm gonna zip down there and pick you up. Hey, Renee, you know, tell me what you look like.
I'm about 5'9",
Oh,
long red hair,
damn.
green eyes,
Shit.
freckles on my shoulders.
God damn.
Yeah.
Oh, you know, I used to date a girl back in high school that looked like you. Well, she sounded like you too, but she'd never have phone sex with me. Then she broke up with me because I got webbed toes.
What are you gonna be wearing?
I'm gonna be wearing overalls with no t-shirt.
Ooh.
I got a Ted Zeppelin tattoo on my arm.
Wow.
I never wear underwear, and if I do, there's a good chance they're leather.
Oh.
Hairy back, right hand I'll be holding a 40-ounce can of beer. I'm a romantic type. You know, I like to romanticize the women and whatnot like that. You know, I got one big eyebrow. I cuss a lot. You know, I smell. But, you know, I think a lot of women like that. You sound like that kind of woman. I'm gonna come down there and, I'm gonna pump your tire up. And then, you know, I think maybe we should get to know each other. You know, maybe we go out for a few drinks. Maybe I get drunk, you drive me home because I can't drive. And then all of a sudden I got to stay at your place. And, you know, you and your sister run around and have a wrestle match. Hey, I tell you what, I got to do this little radio show here. But after I get off, you know, I'll drive down there in my Blade, which is a very expensive car, which means I have money. And I think you'd probably like that, huh? What do you say?
Okay, well, Frank, I'll be waiting on the side of the road for you.
All right, you give me a few minutes here. I gotta go to a commercial break, and I'll be down there and knock the teeth out your beaver, all right? Vin, run that commercial. All right, let's talk weapons. Next on my list here is the Twister rocket.
I like this one.
You know, this is one of the funnier weapons to me. You know, it does a good amount of damage. You know, you hit a car with this thing and they're gonna know it.
Sure.
The beauty of this weapon is, though, it tends to stun people really, really good.
I think the #1 benefit of this weapon is the stun factor.
I like to shoot it right at the rear end of a car. I stun the tail gunner, the wingman, you know, whatever you want to call them.
Uh-huh.
He's all stunned. He's, you know, looking around like, you know, he was at a concert and smoked a big one and someone left him there.
Right.
He has no idea that he just got smacked by a twister rocket, you know?
What was that?
It's crazy.
Where did that come from?
Sometimes I'll just pull up to the back and point and start laughing at him, and he's all confused. What are they laughing at? He looks down, his zipper's up, he's got his pants on. It's funny. You know, it really is funny. It's like when you know, your grandpa gets too drunk and he doesn't want to admit it, and everybody kind of watching him out of the corner of their eye, watching him pick his nose or get confused by the remote. It's like that. You know, they get hit so hard that for quite a while they don't even know what language they speak. It's like watching retarded kids fuck, man. I tell you.
Really?
Yeah, you know, it's kind of, you know, it's interesting. You wanna stay around and see what it's all about. You know, you heard things and you want to see if they really do got trick pots and shit like that, you know.
Yeah?
Yeah, but you know, you unless you're drunk, you know, it's really not that fun. You know, you just kind of hang out and hope, you know, maybe one of them, you know, does something funny with, you know, says something stupid or something.
Right, but you don't want to heckle them, though.
No, you never heckle them when they're doing that, because some of those swole-faced kids, boy, they get all mad, you know.
They're very sensitive.
You know, I often think that they should take them and they should put them in football camps.
Oh, good.
Well,
yeah.
Number one, you save money on helmets. None of them wear helmets, because, you know, some of those kids could take a shovel to the head, right? It's not exactly going to fuck up their math skills.
Right, that's saving $50 a piece.
Yeah, you know, the men's is not going to come down on them for missing the last test, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, you put them there, maybe, you know, one of them gets a scholarship or something like that. You jack them up with steroids, you know, put them on the front line there, and, you know, sack a few quarterbacks, you know, put you on a box of retarded cereal or something.
What else was he gonna do?
You know, maybe they start their own buy it at home channel, you know, you buy merchandise on the television, whatnot, you know, those type of shows.
Yeah.
You know, you don't know what you're buying because you can't understand them because they can't read the fucking cue cards. So you just put a price on their forehead, they walk out with the merchandise. But make sure it's all heavy shit, because it's funny to watch retarded people lift up heavy stuff, because they get frustrated because they don't understand that this couch isn't going to be able to go through the window. You got to take to the fucking door. You know, those puzzles that you give infants, same fucking thing. You could, you know, if it wasn't an infant, I'd get mad at my son for not being able to do it right the first time.
Right.
There's only one triangle. Figure it out.
Come on.
You know? Sometimes I'll just let the TV stay on, you know, and let them watch colors. I tell them all sorts of shit's happening. You know, oh, there's a shootout, and we're watching the news and stuff, and I make-believe stuff. You know, for all they know, they're paying 100% taxes. You know, you can roll up, you can take them off the truck, you can do whatever you want with them. Gauchos, did you hear that? Huh? You guys got that? Yeah, you know the Gauchos are gonna go buy this thing by the fucking crate.
Oh, definitely. That's the beauty of the weapon, though. You can stun the participant, the occupant, and then turn tail and get out of there, or you can continue to, you know, light them up with, let's say, you know, I don't know, a
minigun.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, I figured you'd like that.
Yeah,
That's for you. That's all for you, Vin.
I was trying to cut down on the minigun comments, but, you know, I see you coming around to my point of view now,
Yeah.
huh?
You know, one time, my mom used to do this. We used to drive to the drive-in movie theaters, and she would launch off a twister rocket, and the guy would be all stunned and whatnot at the booth. You know, we're trying to pay. He's all stunned, and my mom says, I gave you a 20. She ain't even paid yet. I gave you a 20, and he just started forking over cash. You know, he didn't fucking know. He's stunned as shit. And
Oh,
my
that's
mom says-
brilliant.
My mom says, hold on, where are the keys to the cash box? I'm here to do a withdrawal. He'd give those over, and by the time he come to figure out that we had just robbed the joint, my mom hit him with another stun. 2 hot dogs, please, in the back row, and we get free hot dogs. So you can use this in a myriad of ways. You know, it's a great weapon. I just said myriad.
You did.
Fuck
I'm
yeah.
very proud of you.
I'm a Tyrannosaurus Rex.
You are. Hey, does it cause any permanent damage? Like, you know, you just got a buddy, you want to, you know, get his attention?
Well, just shoot him once.
Okay.
You know, that's like, you know, just shoot him once, he'll get the point, you know. Say you want to be valedictorian in your high school, right?
Okay.
Show up the day of the big test, launch this off at the smart kid, you know, which is always easy to pick out, because he's sitting next to the Chinese kid, copying his test. The truth is now known, right? So you launch it at him, they fuck up the test, the curve drops, and you pass. That's how I got through college.
Just goes to show you, ladies and gentlemen.
Yep, little work goes a long way.
So that's how you use the twister rocket.
Yeah, I hope that was informative for anybody, you know, who may want to buy one or already has one. I hope we helped you out a bit. You know, I love this weapon. Anyone giving any of them away for free, bring them on down, right?
Yeah, I'll take 2.
I'll take a coffee, too, if you're bringing stuff down. All right, let's move on to another weapon. Vinny, do you have any weapons you'd like to discuss?
If you don't mind, I'd like to mention a little weapon here that I think everyone should have if you're going to stock weapons on your vehicle. That being the EMP.
Oh, that's a good call.
Yeah.
That wasn't even on my list. I overlooked it completely.
Really?
I am an idiot.
You're kidding me. Okay, the thing about the EMP, for those you listeners who don't know or haven't heard, the EMP is basically, it's not a fire weapon, it doesn't blow things up. What it does is it sends out an electrical pulse, cuts off all electrical equipment. Like, let's say you're listening to your radio, you're driving down the street, EMP goes off around you, your car stops. You can't steer, you can't brake, you can't do shit.
You're
all right?
screwed. You're pretty much screwed, and there's no jump start in your thing after this, all right? This thing is awesome. It could take out telephones. It could take out street lights. It could take out any electrical part of a car, like you said. So say it was a real hot day, and you had your windows up. This thing goes off, the EMP goes off, those windows ain't coming down, buddy. The bad thing is, too, is you can't get out of your car won't run, none of your weapons are gonna fire because they're all electrical induced. You're pretty much screwed. You're like that big fat duck on first day of duck hunting that's just sitting out there in the middle of that duck pond flicking off hunters. You're toast. You're gonna be a feather cap for some Indian in a reservation casino.
I tell you what else, too. It does a real bad number on your eardrums.
Oh, it'll light you up. It will light you up. I'm telling you, the EMP, I like to call it E, stands for everyone. M must pay. Everyone must pay, because that's what this weapon does. You know, Vin, one of my favorite things to do with the EMP is I like to go over to Paradise City. You know, and they got a lovely, lovely new arena over there. I don't know if you've seen it yet, but it is nice.
It's beautiful. I've seen it.
It is spectacular. Well, I like to do a lot of people watching and whatnot, so I hang out in the parking lot, and I watch the people come and go and whatnot. Some of them are making out in their vehicles. Well, then I'll just launch off my EMP, disabling everyone around me, which puts advantage to me. They're all sitting there in their cars that don't work with weapons that won't fire, and I just sit back and I just let a few have it with my cluster rockets. Because, you know, sometimes you want to kill just to kill. You know, you're not defending yourself. This ain't the Alamo. You just go, you know what, I had a hard day. I'm going to take it out on a few people. All right, 96.2 Gear Talk Radio. Feel free to call in at 555-4327 or the word gear. We've been going through a list of weapons today, you know, just to kind of talk to the people and stuff.
Education.
True. Me and Vin have been talking about weapons that we like, and the next on my list, Vin, is the cluster rocket.
That's a good choice.
You know, I'm a huge fan of the cluster rocket. Everybody knows that I've always had one. I've always used one. The thing I like about the cluster rocket is it's not one missile. It's not two. It's up to 10. Okay? It's like going in somewhere and saying, yeah, could I get one can of beer? And all of a sudden, you got 10 in front of you.
And you only paid for one.
That's the beauty of this cluster rocket, all right? The thing I like, really, is that once you launch one, it hits your target, the guy's thinking, holy shit, I just got hit by a missile. Then, he's got 9 ugly cousins coming in from behind. Bam, 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 bam. 10 missiles hit this guy. You hit him once with a nice cluster rocket, and it's gonna work. This guy's not gonna crawl away. He's not gonna roll away. He's just gonna sit there and smoke.
You know, we were talking about the dumbfire rocket earlier.
Yeah.
This times 10. For the money, you might as well hold off for a couple of weeks, however long it takes you to get the extra cash together.
Exactly.
And go in for the cluster rocket.
Exactly. Now, if I were to come up to you and say I was a rocket salesman, and I
Okay.
said, hello, sir, how are you? Are you in the market for a rocket?
Yes, sir, I am.
All right. Would you like to buy this one rocket, or would you like to have 10?
I would like 10, sir.
Of course you will, because you're a smart individual.
Thank you very much.
That's the beauty of the cluster rocket. You know, to be honest, it's for people with bad aim.
True.
You can fire up to 10 rockets, people. It's just that simple. You know, I feel like I gotta do an infomercial on these things. But you know what? They sell themselves. That's the beauty of these rockets. One of them's gonna hit. 10 of them might hit. 6 may hit. Either way, it's gonna destroy any opponent that you might have.
Your odds are better than the lottery.
Exactly. It's like having 10 scratch-offs, okay? But you only bought one. Where did the other 9 come from? You don't know.
And you only paid $1 for the first one.
Exactly. I think it is one of the best rockets made. Let me rephrase that. It's the best 10 rockets made, because
Thank
it's
you,
not
yeah.
it's not a rocket, it's rockets.
I also like the fact that, you know, like, say you got a bottle of soda, right?
Yeah, right.
You open that, you look at the top, and what does it say? Sorry, please continue to drink our soda, though.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, with the cluster rocket, everyone's a winner. Yes, you win.
Win.
Yes, you win.
Free t-shirt.
One more time, yep, you win.
Exactly. And don't, if you're a listener, don't go quoting me and saying, oh, but you said it's a guaranteed hit. Let me just say this. Nothing's a guaranteed, okay? I thought my wife was gonna stay, you know, slutty and good looking and whatnot. Well, I was wrong, okay? That's not a guarantee. I'll rephrase that. The chances of you getting a hit are greater. Okay, it's like a scattergun. A scattergun shoots out a large blast radius. You got a better chance of hitting your target, right? This is like a rocket shotgun almost. It really truly is almost a rocket shotgun. It's like someone took a regular rocket and gave it steroids. And then this steroid rocket had 9 kids. And they won't leave the original rocket alone, and they just follow them around like a bunch of drunk cousins.
Not a pretty sight.
I just, you know, I gotta be honest, they're powerful. You can, you know, launch, 9 to 10, 6, 5. Yeah, it's your choice. You figure it out, you know. I try to use as many as possible, frankly. But one of the best things to do with this, I just love to do this. I'm so excited. I'm getting a little giddy over here.
Go ahead, come on.
I like to launch my cluster rockets right when I hit a ramp, right? And I send those boys right up into the air, you know, and little kids are running around thinking it's 4th of July. They're looking up there, hey, there's a fireworks show, and their moms and dads are like, holy shit, what's going on? Honey, what's that calendar say? They run inside to check the fucking calendar just because I'm kicking a whole lot of ass out on the street, you know? You know you're busting a lot of heads if people are running inside to see if it's 4th of July just because your rockets are hitting up in the air, you know what I mean? It's impressive to see, that's my point. That you see someone with cluster rockets, you're not dealing with a rookie.
Make a note of it.
Write it down if you have to, but cluster rockets are here to stay. I don't think they're going nowhere. And don't nobody try to copy my moves.
Simple respect.
Yeah, you know, I had the bean, and they were like, well, what weapons you want on this? And I said, put a cluster rocket on it, right? And this guy, he says, all right, use that cluster rockets. I said, that's right. Come on, Pep Heap. Smack them on there and don't use none of that Indian tape. And so he put them on there, and I'm like, all right, well, let's see what these boys do. So I get up to about 25, 30 miles an hour, right? And I start launching off these cluster rockets. Next thing I know, I'm in goddamn reverse, because these things are so powerful and the bean is so light, it sent me backwards.
Really?
Yeah, so you don't even need the reverse so long as you got cluster rockets in the bean.
Kill 2 birds with 1 stone.
Yeah, I wish I could point them towards the cement and throw myself on top of buildings.
Hey!
To be like a supercar, super bean, wear fucking cape and shit, and solve crimes with old lady, who's good at like fingerprinting shit, she's real analytical, she can, find out what happened here, she's got a palm tree, she's questioning that,
Wow.
Shake the coconuts off it, what did you see?
It's so original.
She'd be like the Intimidator. Everybody thinks it's gonna be me and you smacking people around. Nah, this old lady comes in there and says, I'm gonna put my old puss on you unless you tell me who did the bank job.
I've been looking forward to this all week.
I know you have, Vin. I'm excited too because we are about to talk about the airstrike.
It's one of the more elusive weapons we have. I don't know if you're familiar with this or not, but it does the job. I tell you that.
I'll tell you this, if you've ever seen someone launch one of these off, you know it. You know that you've just seen an airstrike, all right? It's not like you go, hey, I don't know what that was. It was an airstrike, that's what it was. The beauty of this weapon, I just think it's such a cool weapon, Some weapons are great, some are, they suck. This one's just cool. It's fun, It really is, and I can see why it's never gone out of fashion. People have always loved this weapon from day one to today. This weapon is so awesome. What you do is you launch it, right? And this shoots this flashing beacon, which is just kind of cool, it's flashing there. And then all of a sudden, it kind of absorbs the environment around it, sticks to it, if you will. And then you kind of get out of the area, honestly, and a timer starts, and you're like, oh, shit, okay, hold on. And then all of a sudden, it's like God started pissing grenades on this guy. All these bombs just start dropping out. It's like an aerial assault. But seriously, this guy gets behind me, right? And he launches off on me, and I see this beacon. And it's all weird looking and everything, and I'm thinking, well, the guy misfired, or one of his weapons didn't go. Maybe it looked like kind of, well, what the hell's going on? Was it a backfire? Did his weapon blow up? I don't really know. So I'm sitting around and I'm hanging out, and I'm thinking, well, I'm just gonna wait for him to drive back around the corner, and then I'm gonna ice his ass, right? Shouldn't have done that. Should not have done that, because I swear, all of a sudden, it was like 40 of these bombs come dropping out of the air from an aerial assault, and I'm thinking, did this guy rent a chopper? you know, what is he like on a passenger jet or something like that? Does he got an agreement with God that, you know, God will drop bombs on people, you know, if he prays hard enough? I don't know, but I'll tell you this, I lost my car that day and I limped all the way home.
You can't get rid of it with your windshield wipers either.
Yeah, no, there's no scrubbing this off, okay? I think it's great because oftentimes people will look in front of them, left, right, behind. If the enemy is not there, the enemy's not there, right? No one ever looks up.
Yep.
All right, like I've told you, my dad used to drink a lot, but he was a good guy, all right? So I always wanted this radio-controlled little tank, right? And my dad, you know, said, you gotta be good, and, you know, I wasn't the best kid. So for like a week, I was good. I didn't leave the house, you know, I didn't kill anyone's animals, you know, I wasn't doing anything bad. I was a good kid, right? So my dad, the nice guy that he is, he goes down and he gets me this remote-control tank, right? Well, he doesn't tell me that he went and picked himself up an airstrike. So I'm sitting outside thinking that I'm the patent of the remote control tank industry. And I'm playing with this tank and, you know, I got imaginary wars going on with soda pop bottles and whatnot. I'm driving it up to the, you know, to the hookers saying, hey, let me blow you, for a change. And they thought I was cute. You know, here's this little kid with his tank and whatnot. And so I get bored and the hookers, you know, they run off because they don't like my dad because, you know, he's got a reputation. So my dad says, hey, you want to play Army? And I'm like, hell yeah, Dad, let's go. I get in my camouflage, and I got my tank, and I'm thinking, well, I got infantry, and I got armory. I'm ready to go. Come on, Dad. And so I get out in the middle of the street, and I take a defensive position, and I'm waiting all day for my dad to come around that corner, because this time I'm going to win. So I sit there, and I wait, and I wait, and I wait. About an hour goes by, and I'm thinking, Dad's really good at war. He's really good at this. That's what it is. I don't see him. Maybe he's sitting in next to me. So I look inside the trash cans and whatnot, and he's not. So another hour goes by, and I think, oh, well, shit, now he's probably drunk. So I gotta watch myself, because when my dad gets drunk, he actually, you know, he's playing war for real now. He has a flashback real quick, like, you know, he'll just, oh, geez, and just, doot, and he just gets you. So then another hour goes by. And now I've been in this trash can for 3 hours. And I'm thinking, where the hell is he? And so the minute I stand up and yell, hey, Dad, are we playing or what? He says, you're goddamn right we're playing. And out of the air comes this friggin' airstrike raining down bombs on me. And thank God I was an 8-year-old kid and very, very fast because I got out of there. But he blew up my tank. And to this day, I can't see an airstrike go off of a tank without just crying.
Ah, Frank, get a hold of yourself.
That was my tank, Dad.
Yeah, take it easy, Frank, easy. Why don't you take a second to compose yourself? Here, take a tissue. Hey, listen, we're gonna take a little break here. Hopefully when we come back, Frank will have himself composed a little bit more together, and we'll talk more about the weapons, all right? We'll be back in a second.
That was my tank.
We have a foothold in the transportation of beer. We are strong. They are weak. We must stamp out the competition for the motherland. Those who do not drink the Kleinschlanger will be shot. Put them against the wall. Today is the day we have been preparing for. We will control the city's beer empire. Let the other beer companies feel the rage of Kleinschlanger. Victory will be ours. We will stop their production. We will stop their trucks. We will drink the blood of our competitors. The chosen beer for the chosen people. The Kleinschlanger! The Kleinschlanger! The Kleinschlanger! The Kleinschlanger!
Pick up a 12-pack at your local grocery store today. Der Kleinschlanger, the beer of a new empire.
All right, we're back. 96.2 Gear Talk Radio. Frank here's feeling much better, I think.
Yeah, I feel much better. I want to apologize to the listeners there. You know, I lost my mind there for a couple seconds. I got a few cans in me. I'm all right now.
Yeah, don't worry about it, Frank. Everybody, you know, everybody's got emotions.
Yeah, you know, mine come out, you know, sometimes, and, you know, it's inappropriate and stuff, but, you know, with the support of the listeners and everything, I do believe that they will forgive me.
I know they have. We've taken a few phone calls. Everything's gravy. Moving on here, still keeping with the same topic of weapons. Let's go on to the homing rocket. What do you say, Frank?
Oh, I love the homing rocket. I like to call it my homing boy. because nothing is better than a homing rocket. A very dependable weapon. I love this. It's like a game almost, because there you are sitting in your car. You got some jackass in front of you, and you're like, ah, this guy's getting it. He is getting it. Let's say he gets a little bit ahead of you, right? You just let it target, and all of a sudden you hear, boo. That means you got lock on. Now, once you got lock on, it doesn't matter. He could move to the Bronx, okay? And, you know, set up shop and get on top of a building. That rocket will find him, all right? It's like the IRS of rockets. It's gonna get you.
It does the work for you.
It will hit you, and when it does, these things pack a wallop. I mean, they hit harder than my drunk Aunt Linda.
Really?
It's like the ugly girl in high school that wouldn't leave you alone. When you're walking down the halls and she's sweating you behind you, hey, Frank, well, you're gonna take me to prom and stuff like that, and you can't shake her. It's basically the same thing. The homing rocket does the same thing. It does not leave you alone, okay? It doesn't. Until you take the ugly girl and pin her up against the locker, she'll follow you all day. That's what you gotta do with this. You gotta be tricky to outrun these things, and good luck doing that.
Well, sure.
You know, I like to call this the idiot weapon because it does all the work for you. It's like the Chinese kid who was good in math and took the test for you. Same thing. So I like to say that this thing was specifically designed for Vinny over here.
Hey, wait a second. And I'm not an idiot.
Well, you know, but you're not exactly a member of Mensa either, you know.
I didn't pass math.
All right.
You know, what are you gonna do?
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, this weapon is specifically for you. It's so easy. It's like it's got a brain of its own. It knows where to go. You kind of just point it in a direction. You drive up next to the target, and it goes, doo, and I love that. I gotta be honest, I love the noise of, doo. I just like doing that, you know?
I can tell.
I do, and I gotta be honest, you know, when I used to just have dumbfire rockets, I used to act like they were homing rockets, and so I'd go, boo, and, you know, then I'd launch them. You know, my friends bought it for a while, up until, you know, the damn thing wouldn't follow anything. But that's what's beautiful about this. You could be completely stupid, and still hit a target multiple times. Just keep launching these things, and it is awesome. You can switch targets. You got two guys in front of you, launch one left, launch one right. I'm telling you, if you're even remotely close, it's gonna whack both of them. And the beauty of this weapon too is it'll shoot over a hill. If you're driving and there's a little, you know, a little bump in the road, you know, some train tracks or whatnot, and your target goes over that, and so long as it's still red, that missile will go over the hill and find them almost every time. It finds a way to get there. It's like the mail.
And it's one button. It's easier than a toaster.
Exactly. You know, and a lot of people get confused by toasters. This, it's so easy. You know, I'll tell you this, you'll have a harder time putting your keys in your car than you will launching this weapon.
I'm telling you, there's no light or dark setting on this thing.
A guy with no arms, one eyebrow, and two nostrils could fire this weapon. You could fire it with just your nose. You don't even need hands. Once it goes, doo, you mash your face down on a button and that rocket goes.
You know, I think that's a good promotion for the Gear Talk radio station.
I do too, you know.
Let's get some callers in. 555 Gear. We're gonna take the first 10 callers. We're gonna put Frank's theory to test.
Exactly. Dumb people unite, call us up. Now, I don't want some guy who, you know, hey, I'm a teacher, or hey, you know, I got a regular job, or I can count, or, you know, I speak English. I don't need that. I want the dumbest people on earth. Get someone to help you dial the phone. Call us up. We'd like you to come down and we're going to do some target practice just to prove a cow could shoot this weapon. The #1 winner, whoever wins this, I'll tell you what, I'm going to go ahead and do this because I have a personal collection of homing rockets still at the house.
You're not going to do it.
The fans give to us. Why not us give to the fans?
Guys, if you miss this contest, you're going to kick yourself in the ass tomorrow.
You are, and very hard, too, because you deserve it. I'm going to give a set of homing rockets away to the dumbest person who gets the most hits, okay? It's very easy. If you're homeless, if you're a prostitute, you know, if you're in the gauchos, not to rag on the gauchos, but if you're one of the gauchos, just come on down there because, you know, they're not the brightest people because of them big stupid hats. I figure if the gauchos can hit somebody with this weapon, do I need to say anything else?
Yeah, out of the gangs in town, the gauchos are definitely the dumbest.
Yeah, and they look the dumbest too. All right, now I'm excited because this is the weapon I've been waiting to talk about all day long, the sniper rifle. There's nothing negative you can say about this weapon except for the fact that you can't be moving when you use it. It's kind of ineffective. You actually have to stop and use it. But that's all right because it's a stealth weapon. You could actually park anywhere you want and be very, very far away from your target and still take his eyebrows off. You understand what I'm saying? Now, what I like to do is I'll set it a 4-way stop out in front of some busy intersection, and I'll pop one guy. right?
Yeah.
Now, this draws a crowd. People are like, hey, the dead guy flopping around like a fish. Let's go laugh at him. And so they come running up and they start looking at him. And I'll pop everyone that stops to look. And after a while, you could pop 30, 40 people in a day very easily. You could almost wipe out an entire gang doing that, just that. It's very easy. Now, again, they're gonna come at you, so don't be stupid. But that's what the beauty of this weapon is. So you're so far away that they still gotta come at you. Now, as they walk at you, you can see them coming. You can pop them on the way over. You could even wave and say, hey guys, I'm over here. And as they run at you, start icing them. It works. It's such a funny thing. It's like a good practical joke with a bullet.
A lot of times, too, the sniper rifle will start confusing people. You know, they're like, which way to, you know, maybe I run up the street this way. No, wait, hold on, I'll go this way. I'll go the other way. Oh, there's a truck. I'll jump in front of it. No, I shouldn't. You know, what the fuck is going on?
It's awesome. You know, I think it's great because you get to choose. You know, it's your turn. You get to choose. That guy lives, that one dies. That guy lives, that one dies. You know, and it's kind of neat. It's like hunting. You know, I miss the old days when I could go out hunting with my dad, whatnot. We don't hunt no more. But I still can. You know what I mean? I still get the feeling of hunting, but I get the action of killing people that I hate.
Sure.
Yeah. What I like to do, though, is, you know those fucking daredevils?
Oh, yeah.
I don't like them. Now, some people like them. I personally don't. Now, I'm not going to sit here and badmouth them and say that they did this to me or that to me. They really haven't done much to me. But with the sniper rifle, what I like to do is I like to try to shoot those little points off their heads. Because they work on those so long. They just sit there and do their hair, and then they're walking around saying, hey, look at me. Look at my pointy head. Look at that. I like to try to shoot those off. I don't want to kill them. I just want to give them a haircut. All right, 96.2 Gear Talk Radio. Talking weapons with Vin today. A lot of callers calling in. I want to thank you for calling in. Our next weapon on the list, I'm not a big fan of this one. I got to be honest. I don't use them, so I can't say much about it, but you guys know it as the bolt gun.
You know, I'm really surprised that you don't like this. Pure electricity. It literally is.
I understand that, but see, my thing is that back in the day, I had a bolt gun for about a day and a half, and I accidentally launched it off and shot my sister, right? And so I got in trouble for that, and she wanted to get revenge, so she sat in my car all night. When I got up to go to work the next morning, she shot me in the ass, and for the next 2 years, I couldn't feel my ass. I don't like this. I don't like this weapon. You know, it incapacitates a car completely. The car just sits there and you can go whack happy on them. But I just don't like it. I don't think it's chivalrous.
What was the problem? You know, a lot of people pay good money to get shocked like that.
I know, but you know, if I'm gonna get taken out, take me out the old-fashioned way. You know what I mean? Shoot me, you know, hit me with a homing rocket, a cluster rocket, anything. You know, BGM, just hit, you know, let's keep the warfare like that. I don't need all these newfangled, you know, weird weapons. I don't need that. Electricity is made to run microwaves and toasters, not to be shooting out of cars.
You know, I'm gonna disagree with you on this. Let's say you're a little irritated, you gotta get, you know, you gotta pick the kids up from the daycare, whatnot. You know, you don't wanna really, like, kill him, and you don't have time to stick around and make sure the job's done. You just wanna, you know, get his attention. Bolt gun does this.
I can see your point. Honestly, I can. You know, I'm still not a huge fan of this weapon, but I do see your point. Like, if you were sitting next to someone and you wanted to incapacitate their vehicle and then sit back and launch, you know, some other weapons into them, you could. Because they can't move. You got them. You got their attention. And on the other hand, let's say that you're one hit away from meeting Allah, right? You can use this weapon against your enemy and get away. You can actually escape. That's why I kind of don't like it. You know, I don't escape. I'm not running from nothing, you know? All right, so I'm sitting here racking my brain to try to think of something positive to say about the bolt gun. And I've come up with a scenario. So hear me out on this, all right? Let's say that you and a couple of guys go camping, right?
All right.
There you are, you know, Davy Crockett out in the middle of the wilderness with the bobcats, you know, and the lions and shit.
Roughing it.
You're roughing it, right? You're gone fishing, you've been drinking all day, and all of a sudden, you realize no one brought matches, right?
Ah, shit.
You don't have a lighter, no matches, nothing like that, and you want to eat, you know, the cat that you just killed, right? You want to cook this, and you can't eat it raw.
Nope.
Nope, because that's how you get scurvy, right?
Diseases.
What you do is you have one of your buddies crank up your vehicle, right? You shoot the bolt gun at where the campfire should be. You start your own campfire right there.
That's brilliant. I never thought of that.
It's like a survival weapon. In that case, I would want a bolt gun, to be quite honest. I really would.
That makes my case for the bolt gun even better right there.
You know, and the funny thing is, too, you could, like, if your neighbors had a pet or something, You could shoot the pet with it, make its hair stand up. That's funny. You know, so I mean, it has its place, really. If you like, you know, lighting campfires and you're forgetful with matches and stuff like that, or you like to shoot animals and watch their hair stand up, which I do, I think that's funny, then this might be the weapon for you. And it can also jumpstart a car. Like if you break down or something like that, yeah, you know, you don't need jumper cables.
All right, this next weapon I want to
Section 8's in
discuss,
the
if I
house.
may. I think you're going to be very interested in it. I have a feeling a lot of you are going to want to go out and buy it yourself after we tell you all the benefits it gives you.
I've been waiting for this one all day.
Yeah, well, I gotta say, I stayed up all night making a few notes. A couple of things I wanted to make sure I touched on. The next weapon we want to discuss is, of course, the BGM. For those of you who don't know what this is a missile that you can guide yourself.
It has a little camera right on the tip of it, right? So when you launch it, you don't have to sit back and go, hey, that's my missile over there about to hit that car. What you can do is you actually become the missile. You can steer it. You could, seriously, you could launch this missile, fly it all around town, fly it down an air duct. You could put it in someone's garage. You could fly over where a bridge was knocked out, take it over to the other side. You know, you can do some heavy-ass damage with this. Hey, Vin, what does BGM stand for?
You know, I'm not really up on all that scientifical mumbo-jumbo whatnot. You know, I call it a big goddamn missile.
That name suits it right there. The beauty of this thing is I like to do this, and some people say it's wasteful, but I like to do this. I'll take my BGM and I'll launch it, right? And I'll just hunt down a person, not a vehicle, not a building, a person. You can laugh all day to the bank when you see someone's head blow right off from a BGM because they don't even know. You could actually be around the corner, right? I could be a mile away from you, sitting in my car in front of my house, and I could launch it from there and drive it all the way into this damn studio and blow this fucking place up.
Oh, look at there. It's a nice little model airplane. No, it's not.
Yeah, it's not. Mommy, look. Oh, that's the boom, dead.
Exactly.
That's why I like the BGM. Big goddamn missile.
We interrupt this broadcast for a weather update. Heavy rain is moving across Blister Canyon, and there are few signs of it stopping. Yet another reason to stay inside and write that suicide letter you've been thinking so much about. This is Heath McGilvray with another late-breaking weather report.
Couldn't get into the boat anymore, but I didn't need to. That's the thing. I drove home, got in my vehicle, launched my BGM, and drove it all the way back to that damn boat. And you know why? Because they can't ask a missile for ID. They don't do that, okay? Missiles don't carry wallets, okay? I snuck it right up to his office, and, you know, the only thing that the missile didn't do was knock on the fucking door, okay? It went right through the window, blew his ass up, and needless to say, my dad never knew I got canned.
Frank, just to let you know, they are working on the knocking.
That would be awesome, you know, if it could knock, you know, Halloween, I could think of 1,000 ways to use this missile.
Get it right up to the door, ring the doorbell, and then back up, and then shoot.
Yeah, if you, okay, let's say that you have a BGM.
Okay.
And your enemy or opponent does not have a BGM.
Yay!
Advantage you.
Thank you.
Okay, you're probably definitely gonna win it, unless you're some kind of moron and you fly it around too much and he gets behind you and dinks you pretty hard, you know, then you're gonna lose. But if you know how to use the weapon...
Set, match point.
Yes, 40 love. You know, one of the other good things about the BGM missile is, you know, let's say you know, you've been working all day, you want to get a whore, right?
Oh, yeah.
But you don't want to drive over there and look at all 7 or 8 of them, because a few of them are ugly, okay?
There are.
And you don't want to go hogging, all right? You don't want to pump some fat heifer, right?
No.
Send a BGM. It's almost like a pimp missile, okay?
I never thought of that.
It's an extension of your penis. You could fire the missile, fly it by the whores, check them out, see which one's ugly, which one has no teeth, which one has webbed feet, check them out a little bit. And then the ugly one, you could hit her with the missile, because you don't want to waste the missile. You launched it, you drove it around, you did that. So you loop back around and you hit the ugly one, then show up and say, hey, some guy's firing BGMs off. You girls, get in this car and give me a blowjob. I'll save your lives. It works. You know how many BJs I've gotten because of random big goddamn missiles? A lot of them.
And how many of those did you pay for?
Not a damn one, because I'm a lifesaver rescue man. That's what I do. Some people... I'm not afraid to save whores, okay? I'm not. I said, get your vaginas in the car, ladies, hurry up. There's a wild missile running around. Not you, fat ass, you sit on the curb. And the fat one I hit with a missile, just in case she's got candy inside her and she ends up like a big fucking piñata.
All right, 96.2 Gear Talk Radio. We're gonna take a break, pay a few bills. We'll be back. Don't touch the dial.
Mission card number 13 that we run at the Paradise City Arena every week. You want to come down, that's fine.
Look out.
Exactly. Try not to sit too close to the arena because we think it's funny to hit cars up into the stands and watch fans try to catch them.
We sling shit.
Remember, this isn't baseball. Don't catch a tire. It's not like a foul ball.
Oh, no.
Because those things, when they hit you, oh, geez Louise, you better run to the popcorn stand and ask Pepe to put you out. You know what I think they need in demolition derbies?
What?
I think they need rodeo clowns. Put a guy in a barrel, he's playing a card game, you know, you sneak up behind him, boom, you light him up. The fans love shit like that, you know what I'm saying? He comes out with a bed sheet that's all red, Toro, Toro, Toro. I hit him with, you know, with all the force. I'm in 4th gear by the time I whack him. I put him through the uprights, 3 points.
Driving around the arena there, shoot off a homing missile, you know, give him a ride back home.
Kids love that shit. They do. You know, a lot of kids come to the demolition derbies and they always ask, the tried and true question is, hey, can I be in a car with you when it does? All the other drivers say, no, not me. Go ahead, get in the back there, buddy.
Hop in.
There's no seat, so grab onto something that doesn't move. Because here we go. And then, you know, they're all, eventually, by the end of the match, they're all, hey, we're about to get hit from behind. And I get annoyed very easily, so I chuck the kid out as a sacrificial hitter. I got this numbnuts back there chatterboxing me up while I'm trying to get hit in the rear by another car. You know, my radiator's all flushing out, you know, I'm heating up here, and Chuckle Nut here wants to play, you know, some stupid child's game, right? I fire him right out the window, let the other cars bink off him a while, I sneak up behind them, I push him into the 3rd row.
Okay.
You know what I like to do is I like to, you know, just so that the fans remember our car, because, you know, it's Frank and Vinny Gear Talk Radio, 96.2 Demolition Derby car. Sure. I like to take a lot of duct tape, right? I get a hooker, the ugliest hooker I can find, and I duct tape it to the roof of the car. Right? And then I drive around. When I do my victory lap, I drive real close to the outside wall, and all the people in the front seat get to slap her right in the face. Really hard, too, because I do like 60, 70 miles an hour.
It works. The fans dig it.
The fans, a lot of them tell me, they said, that's why we come. We come to do that, and we come to watch you guys wreck cars and whatnot.
We're always the crowd favorite.
Oh, easily. You know what I don't like, Vinny?
What?
I gotta be honest, I'm tired of all these naysayers who are all bitching and moaning about the highway systems.
Oh, ugh.
I'm tired. It's the same song over and over again, you know. It's like, you know, some old lady humming Happy Birthday on an airplane. You just get tired of hearing it, you know? I'm tired of hearing it. People, you gotta understand that the highways are great right now because they got ramps, okay? If they fix these things, there go all the good jumps. All the good jumps. You can go.
That's right.
Forget about jumping on top of a building.
Nah.
Cancel that. What do you think they're gonna build, like car elevators? No, they're not. They're gonna fix the highways. They're all gonna be flat. You know, you're gonna have that one little bump in the road that you get about 8 inches off the ground, and you're gonna think you're, you know, some stunt spectacular guy. It doesn't work that way. Let's leave them like they are, okay? Unless, of course, you're saying let's fix them, and translating the word fix means ramp, then I agree with you.
That's totally different.
If I were designing a highway system right now, hands down, bar none, I would build the roads exactly like they are. With the exception is I would make some of the ramps bigger.
Everywhere.
Well, people don't know what they want. They keep saying, oh, they're too bumpy. Oh, they're too bumpy. The ramps are too big. Some of the bridges don't work. There's potholes. And I don't hear one negative thing in any of that. I'm thinking, maybe the potholes are bad, you know, because you can't jump a pothole, right? But the ramps and stuff are great. You know, where else? Okay, name another city in the entire country that you can jump a lake, okay? Name another city that it's perfectly legal to drive on rooftops. Remember the positive on the potholes, too. Like, how are blind people gonna drive? You know, potholes are just braille on the road for blind people.
Lets them know you need to move over.
Yep, bump, they hit the bump, I'm home. You know, they know. It's 16 bumps, then I take a left. 2 bumps, I'm home. All right? So, now, unless you want to, you know, ban certain individuals from driving, I would, you know, nip it in the bud right now and zip your lip, you know?
It also saves on the street signs.
And you don't need traffic lights when you're airborne. You know, there's no stopping when you're jumping.
No.
You know, oh, hold up, there's a traffic cop. No, there's none of that stuff. You're there early, every time, all the time. If you're gonna call today and, you know, try to tell us that the roads need to be fixed, I gotta
save it.
You're not gonna get true. You're not. You know, I gotta tell you, since I was a little tyke going to Uncle Woody's Fun Park, we always encountered a good jump or two on the way. To be honest, some of the jumps were bigger than the roller coasters, all right?
That was half the fun going to the park.
Exactly.
The ride there.
Where else can you jump up into the air, land on top of a building, chill out for a while with a sniper rifle, pop a few gauchos, then jump down, drive up to the top of a parking lot, jump off that with little kids applauding. That's the thing, too. Let's not forget the entertainment value, okay?
Very important.
You take the roads, you take a hot. So last night I got really drunk and I stole this guy's wheelbarrow, right?
Yeah?
And I'm taking it home because I figure I'm gonna put a small block engine on this thing. That way I can rototill my neighbor's yard. Well, I got arrested. Slow speed pursuit on a highway in a wheelbarrow. And the bad thing is if you wanna try to accelerate with a wheelbarrow, you gotta lean forward a lot.
What's the problem with having a wheelbarrow?
Well, they don't have, first off...
On a highway?
Well, it doesn't have turn signals, so if you were to change lanes, they wouldn't know. There's no seat belts, and apparently perfectly legal to be drunk in one, though.
What about the hand signals? You use hand signals, that's all right?
Yeah, but at night, people can't see it unless you're holding flares, which I did, but they were misconstrued as dynamite, which apparently is illegal.
All right, 96.2 Gear Talk Radio. We're gonna take a break, pay a few bills. We'll be back.
Whew! Wow, tough day, huh, Ben?
You said it, Frank.
When Vinny and me get done with a long, hot day in the studio, we like to kick back and relax with a couple of beers.
But not just any old beers. Beer Goggles Light. Beer Goggles Light is a refreshing blend of hops and barley brewed by people who know that beer serves a purpose.
And that purpose is to get you drunk enough to sleep with pretty much anyone. See, the people at Beer Goggles Light have developed a beer that can actually shed pounds off even the biggest men and women.
So, if she's not cute now, have another Beer Goggles Light. Or you can do what me and Frank do and take a keg down to the Overeaters Anonymous meeting and party down!
Sure, at the beginning of the day, we were sober and sitting in a parking lot with a herd of hoggers, but by the end of the day, we're drunk and having sex with anorexic supermodels.
Thanks, Beer Goggles Light. So don't just sit there. Grab a Beer Goggles Light and get the slap in the fat back. Beer Goggles Light, the light beer for a heavy night of partying.
You're damn right. All right, I'm here with my co-host, Vinny. Vinny, you had an exciting night last night.
Hey, what do you say? You know I did. All over town. I'm in and out. Bars, hopping, throwing down cans.
Yeah, did you get lucky?
Hey, every day I wake up, I'm lucky.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Well, we're lucky we got our own radio show here. A lot of people work in the business or the industry, and they never get to do it. And here, we're two individuals that get to talk about cause all the time. And that is like a blessing, honestly.
Ratings came out yesterday.
Did they? How we do?
Congratulations to the Gear Talk radio station, 96.2. We are 32nd in all talk radio within the Paradise City zone.
I knew we could do it. You set a goal and you believe in yourself and your crew, and we went from 116th to 37th. That is amazing. That is good. Guys, hey, hand a round of applause for the crew.
For everyone.
Everybody.
Listen, especially you guys out there listening to us.
That's
and
right.
Calling in.
Call in right now, and the caller with the freakiest story involving a car wins a free year supply of Water Snatch burgers.
That's a good prize, people. Man, I could use that.
I thought you couldn't go in there anymore.
They said I was obscene to the mayonnaise.
How could you be obscene to the mayo? I mean, I understand being obscene with the mayo.
Legally, I still can't talk about it, but I will say that I was under the impression and thought the donkey was fully sanctioned and licensed. But I can't talk about it.
No wonder, huh? Call in right now, 555-4327.
What do you say?
Hello, boys.
Not you again.
Okay, listen, I just have a story for your contest. One time, I was driving, and my camshaft froze up. So I had to manually lube it by hand, and it was hard.
Okay, first off, my sweet little mangina, you can't freeze up a camshaft.
And then I lubed it.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, 96.2 Gear Talk Radio. All the lines are lit up, so we're just gonna take a random one. All right, caller, you're on the air.
Caller, you there?
Yeah! You know, one time I was in this dude's car giving him some oral support.
All right.
When all of a sudden, bam! We got up and got hit by this tornado. But this dude started freaking out because he didn't know that was a tornado. He just thought I was doing him real good, like, you know, jawboning him all special like.
I'm sure he was happy.
So when we landed, I got to charge him $100 extra for the tornado head. Shit. I went and got my hair did.
You, my sweet, are a vision of beauty. Vinny, you know what? I think we got a winner here.
You're telling me.
You mean I won?
That's right, my precious. You are the winner of a 3-year supply of Water Snacks Burgers. Compliments of Gear Talk Radio.
Oh, I'm getting all flushed. I ain't never won anything before.
Well, my sweet, today's your lucky day.
Oh my gosh. Oh, I'm coming down there. Right now, I'm gonna give you boys some complimentary jawbone.
Well, you better take your teeth out, because I got a big cock, lady.
Ooh, and it's gonna be real nasty and good.
Well, hey, all right. I'd say today's our lucky day, huh, Vin?
Hey, you said it.
It's like scratching off a lottery ticket, and underneath there's no money, but there's a BJ. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, everybody's a winner today, huh? Vinny, I'm gonna give you a free t-shirt.
Oh!
I can't wait for her to get down here and give me some of that vicious-ass tornado head, because personally, I've never had it. Interested, I've read about it in books and magazines, and I've seen a few flicks that had it in it, but never on the receiving end of one. So, I'm ready. You know, you could consider my crotch a storm chaser.
That's brilliant.
All right, 96.2, we gotta take a tornado head break, because I gotta get my boys ready. Hey, wake up, guys. There's some tornado head coming this way. Arr.
Listen, we'll be right back, folks, here on 96.2 Gear Talk Radio.
I wonder if we could mic her jaw. We get a sound guy on that? You know, Vin, for years, people have been using banks to cash their checks, oftentimes having to deposit it and wait days until the check clears.
But I don't have a lot of time. I need my money now. What am I gonna do?
Well, you could wait 2 days until the bank trusts you enough to give your money back to you, or you can walk down to Boing, your check cashing solution.
Okay, what if I have an out-of-state check?
You got it. For a small nominal fee, the people at Boeing can cash any check you bring them.
Oh, really? What about an out-of-state check that's 2 years old?
Ka-ching! Cashed!
And I have no identification?
Ka-ching! Cashed!
And I have a criminal history.
Ka-ching! Cashed! The people at Boeing Check Cashing aren't afraid to cash your check. They'll cash any check, big or small.
Man, this place sounds great. Why do people still use banks?
I don't know, maybe they're retarded. And remember, if you knowingly pass a bad check in a state bank, that's a federal crime. But at Boeing Check Cashing, you'll just get your check cashed every time, all the time.
Hey, Boing Check Cashing. You just got yourself a customer.
Ka-ching! Cashed!
All right, we're back. 96.2 Gear Talk Radio. Frank and Vinny here, taking your phone calls, reading some letters.
All right, caller, you were on D-A-R-A.
Hello, gentlemen. How are you doing this lovely evening?
Not too bad. I got an itch.
Well, you better scratch it then.
Yeah, I was trying to, but it's on my ass.
Well, okay.
I got it. All right, go ahead. Sorry.
I have some, problems with, children in the area ringing my doorbell, so I was contemplating buying some mines. What would be the best kind of mine for a situation like that?
Sir, what I would do is I would go up into the mountains, right? And I'd find me a bobcat or a mountain lion.
Get a big one.
Right? I would, stun it, don't kill it. Strap it to the hood of your car, bring it home, right? Then you get yourself a truckload of sand, right? You spread the sand out evenly throughout the yard.
Be careful with that sand.
You let the bobcat go, right? So when those little kids come up, that bobcat goes crack happy on them and just eats them and then buries them. Next year, you could possibly win Yard of the Month because... up and try to ring your doorbell.
Ding dong, hello.
And let them ring it, go ahead, because you don't want to wait till they get halfway to the yard and blow them up, because the other kids are going to see that. Let the other kids think that the mission was successful, okay? So the kid comes up, he rings the doorbell, boom. You blow his kneecaps off, he's all swimming around, oh, I'm dying, help me, help me. You go out there and kick him right in the balls, release the bobcat.
Here it comes.
Then the bobcat buries the kid, right? Again, Yard of the Month.
Classic.
And while we're on the subject of mines, let's discuss these right now. Laser mines, trip mines, detonation mines, concussion mines. I always like the concussion mines because it's funny to see someone sit there in the middle of a seizure, flopping around like one of them smallmouth basses you pull out the lake, and he's flopping around like, yeah, you could have him hold your chocolate milk and shake that up real good.
Okay, here we go. We're gonna talk about det mines.
The detonation mine, det mine to those on the street. This thing is awesome. I like it. There's something to be said about a weapon that you can launch, or actually you lay down a mine. You lay this down, and then at your leisure, you can make it explode just by pushing your button. Boom. If you want to lay it down for 2 seconds, say they're right behind you, you drop it, boom, you blow them up. Now, if you want to just lay a few down on the corner, tuck around and wait for someone to come around and then blow it up, you can do that. It's an optional thing. At any point that you decide to ignite this, it will work. It's up to you. You do it at your leisure.
I had a few problems going to restaurants. I sit down, I have a little dinner, I ask for the check, all right? I leave all casual like, hey, thank you very much, sir. I enjoyed my dinner extremely. Next thing you know, I'm halfway to the house, boom! No more restaurant.
That's a beautiful way to use them. When I was a kid, we did something similar to that. What we would do is we'd take the detonation mine, we put it right out in the middle of the four-corner stopway, right? And we put it there, and then I'd get this can of tuna, and I'd stick that can of tuna out there, and all these little cats and squirrels and, all the animals of the foresters and shit, they come running and they eat this thing, and we'd wait till there was a whole lot of them, and then I'd push that button and I'd blow them all up, and I made my mom a fur coat.
Bam!
For Christmas, and she got it, and she cried, and it was one of the best. She still has the jacket. It's probably the warmest thing she ever had, but thanks to the det mine, I was able to give my mother a great Christmas present, and now what we consider a family heirloom.
That's so touching, Frank.
Exactly, and who thought that you could use a weapon such as this around the holiday season? A lot of people are intimidated by weapons, but this one is one that it gives back. You can lay it down, leave it, and then blow it up later on. And it's your decision. No one can tell you. The weapon doesn't make the decision for you. It doesn't say, I'd like to blow up now, sir, please, raise your hand. No, it doesn't do that. It's up to you. You are the judge, jury, executioner on this one, all right? You're the boss. Make the call. Sometimes when I'd be getting chased, I'd drop as many as I could. I'd drop 3, 4, 5 of them, and I'd have this nice little trail.
Okay.
And then I'd just sit back, I'd cut a 180 so I could view where I've dropped them, and then the vehicle chasing me, I'd just sit there and boom, 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 boom. And by the time he hit the fourth one, he was completely engulfed in flames, so I really don't have to worry about a guy who's on fire shooting at me. That's why I just love this weapon. I can't say enough about it.
All right, next weapon we're gonna talk about here is the laser mine.
There's nothing that I like better than actually laying down a laser mine. There's something manly about a laser mine, to be honest. It's very sexual, it gets attention. I like to lay my laser mine down in, like, say, an alley. You can do it anywhere now. You could lay a laser mine on a major independent highway, or you could lay it down in an alley. It doesn't matter, because once the guy drives through, it's gonna blow him up. And most of the time what it'll do is it'll blow him up, and it'll lift his back tires completely off the ground. And as we all know, unless you've got a front-wheel drive car, that car ain't going nowhere. Advantage to the guy with the laser mine.
Simple as that. You know what else I like about the laser mine? It's very similar to the mag mine in that you can leave it and forget it, and it does the work for you.
Forget about it.
The benefit is the mag mine's gonna go off in a couple of seconds after you drop it. It's just
Right.
gonna happen. You don't have any control over it.
That's
However,
the way it works.
Right. With the laser mine, however, it doesn't go off until somebody crosses the laser.
Exactly. It sets up a perimeter, if you will, with the laser from building to building. You could bounce one off a tree. You can set it up anywhere. So long as the laser stops, then it goes across the street. Now, if a squirrel touches this laser mine, let me tell you, you're gonna be eating squirrel for about a week, okay? But the laser mine is one of the better weapons. I actually got my laser mine as an anniversary gift from my wife, and in not the nicest of ways, because I used to sneak out of my house to go clubbing and drinking.
Right.
Back when I used to do that all the time, and my wife kept saying, "You snuck out last night." I say, "Hey, no, I didn't. You were sleeping. How did you know that?" Well, she got tired of me saying this, so what she did is she'd take a laser mine and she put it up in the hallway. And so I'm sneaking out, and I'm all gussied up, and I'm walking down a hall. Boom! it explodes, and I'm thinking, what the hell was that? And I look down, and I'm touching, you know, myself, and I'm like, oh, God, thank God all my junk's still there, right?
Right.
Well, the thing is, she could have killed me. That's not really a funny practical joke. But then I'd look up, and there's my wife saying, you were going to sneak out, you son of a bitch. And I'd have to tell her, no, I wasn't. I came out here because I got diarrhea. I got the swamp ass, you know? You know, just the other day, I used one of my laser mines. I was driving around in Paradise City, you know, just kind of hanging out, you know, day off. And I see them damn South Leaguers, and I fucking...
Hey, easy. That's my mother you're talking about.
All right.
She's a South Leaguer.
Yeah, well, you know...
From way back.
All right, well, I don't have a problem with the way backs. I just got a problem with the new ones, because I don't think they respect the trade that they're in.
You got a point.
You know, they're not like your mom. Your mom's a very sweet individual, although she'll kick a guy's teeth down his throat in about 2 seconds, okay? But these guys start flicking me off, giving me the bird, calling me, you know, all sorts of sissy names and stuff like that. So I get pretty pissed off. And I'm not a guy that walks away from shit, okay? I don't do that. I don't play that game. I'm not rolling those dice. So what I do is I drive around a fucking corner, and I lay down one of these laser mines, right? Then I drive all the way around the block, making sure not to drive through my own fucking laser, and I drop down another one. And I say, to hell with these guys. So I start honking on the horn, flicking them off, started rattling off with my minigun. And of course, them steroid freak South Leaguers, they come running right at me. I back that fucking car up and watch them just walk through my lasers. And by the time they could get to me, every one of them was dead. Now, had they looked down and seen the laser, they probably wouldn't have done that. But then, as we all know, the South Leaguers aren't exactly valedictorian Mensa members.
You're right about that.
Truthfully, I wish I could lay about 10 of them on the way home, and then everyone behind me just gets nuked up, because I don't like driving in traffic, right?
It's a pain in the ass.
It's beautiful. People don't even know. They say, hey, what's that interesting red line there? I don't know what that is. Boom, they're lit up like crazy.
Now they know. You know, they use those at my school.
Really?
Yeah, elementary school. Had a big problem with some of the kids, you know, wanting to skip class, you know, go to the Water Snatch Burgers for lunch. We didn't have off-campus lunch then. So what would happen is after the first bell for homeroom class, they would set up laser mines there at the exits and entrances and whatnot.
That's
you know,
smart. That really is smart, though.
It was smart until I got a little smarter myself. You know, I found the air conditioning ducts, got the fuck out of there.
Yeah, we used to just pay the Chinese kids to rewire the thing so we could sneak out, you know?
Really?
All right, so we spent a good time talking about the laser mine here. Now I want to jump in head first about this mag mine.
That's a good one.
You drop it down, car drives over, it attaches itself. This little thing weapon is very smart. It attaches itself to a car
like a robot.
Then as that car drives away, it explodes a short time later. I think that this is awesome. You know, it's like killing without the guilt, because you didn't see the guy die. Technically, you probably didn't kill him.
The mag mine does the work for you.
Yeah, it's a sticky bomb that blows up later on. That's the little rhyme I just came up with.
Hey!
Mag mines are very unassuming, you know? You don't have them sitting there right out on the front porch waving at everybody as they drive by. They sit underneath the car, you drop them and leave.
And they're not overtly huge either.
No, they're not. You know what? Because they don't have to be. The mag mine is a stealth weapon. A lot of times people drive around and they don't even know they got one on until they hear boom. Then they know. Then they're like, oh shit. They get about all out before they're dead. And that's why I'm in love with the mag mine. Okay? Simple as that.
Okay, everybody. Here we go. Frank and I are gonna discuss concussion mines.
I love this weapon. I think it's so cool because what happens is this mine explodes with a shockwave that launches the vehicles into the air, okay? The explosion will also throw any pedestrians caught within a blast radius of the mine right up against the wall. I mean, it's gonna take care of these guys. And you know, the good thing about it is this mine can be seen on the road and is triggered when a vehicle drives over it. So if you're being pursued, drop a few of these, because if they hit them, they're going up in the air and everyone's dead, okay? Now they're gonna either have to slalom these or they're gonna have to go over them, and their only third choice is to stop pursuing you. So you they're the decision maker. Now they have to decide, do I wanna die? Do I wanna get all kind of crazy driving, slalom these things like some skier guy would? Or do I just stop and rethink my approach?
Multiple choice.
I also like to refer to the concussion mine as the trampoline mine. Because, remember those parks that they had back in the day? They all closed now. But there was Trampoline World, I think it was called?
Yeah.
And the kids would just go in there and you jump up and down on a trampoline.
Oh, yeah, the jumpy castles.
Yeah, jumpy castles, right? We used to go in there and jump all day until we got, sick and we'd puke everywhere, and then we, recover and then go back and do it all next day, right?
Sure.
The same thing. This thing will throw you up in the air. Now, I'm not saying, hey, put one of these concussion mines down in the street and jump on it. I didn't say that, okay? So don't shut this station down, okay? But that's kind of, in theory, what this does. When you're in the air as a kid on a trampoline, you can't move left to right to front to back, okay? You can't do that. Now, you take a vehicle and you throw it up in the air, it can't even accelerate, it can't brake. If they're launching a weapon, there's a real good chance that they're not going to be able to target you correctly when they're in the air.
Hell no.
Because it's not an airplane, it's an automobile, okay? This is awesome. Concussion mine, a.k.a. the trampoline mine. I tell you, I love this.
You know what I like to do, Frank, in my spare time? I'm a little bored. Want to spice things up a bit. You know the docks over by, over in Blister Canyon?
Yeah.
They got a lot of ragamuffins roaming around there, whatnot.
Unsavory characters, I call them.
Exactly. Menaces to society. What I like to do is I like to lay a concussion mine in the middle of those guys. Watch them shoot off into the water over there. I'm telling you, it's better than a movie.
I think that's a great idea. We may have to do that on the lunch break today. You know what I like to do with the concussion mines is I'll set them out right in the middle of a major intersection, right?
Ooh, yeah.
And, I'm not chasing anyone. No one's chasing me. I'm just trying to have a little fun.
Sure.
On the weekend,
Uh-huh.
I lay it down there, and then the first car to hit it, that's the enemy right there. You blew up my concussion mine. Where do you get off? So I've already got one hit in on this guy. Innocent or not, he's dying, right? So he hits my mine, boom. When he's up in the air and he can't peel out or turn around or hit his brakes, I light him up. And that's Deb. He goes in the air. When he comes down, he is a carcass.
The grand prize winner.
All right, well, that pretty much does it on the mines. I hope everyone learned something.
I did.
I'll tell you this. For a guy who thought he knew everything, I learned quite a bit today about mines, and I'm not going to overlook them in my next weapon selection. Laser mines, mag mines, concussion mines.
And the debt mines.
Exactly, the debt mines. They're awesome. They're great. So remember that, and don't be afraid to call us anytime you want. 96.2 Gear Talk Radio. That does it for the mines. Exciting, informative, innovative.
Also, if you maybe have some information, maybe a question that we didn't touch on here today, don't hesitate. Dropping us a line at P.O. Box 23574-918, Paradise City, zip code 3.
Don't be afraid to call us at 555-4327 or the letters GEAR for Gear Talk. All right, we got some exciting things going on today. I'm going to take the next caller that calls in right now. Caller, you're on the air. You have a comment or a question?
Hey guys, yeah, I was just calling in to say I love the show, and I got me a tornado over here and a flat cannon on the front, and I'm just driving around and blowing some shit up.
Hey, that's what I'm saying. Take the day off, blow some people up. You know what? Now, if it makes you happy, then more power to you, sir. I don't think that we should judge you. I think, to be honest,
I'm a little confused.
about, what's confusing about, enjoying, your day off by blowing a lot of people up and, just having fun, being reflective, if you will.
Well, I think we lost a little bit of the fantasy.
Yeah, I could kind of see where you're coming with that because, it used to be that, well, just for instance, when I was a kid, I used to sit on top of the roof of my house because my dad wouldn't let me sleep inside. And so I had a lot of time to think. And I think to myself, one day I'm going to grow up to be this great guy who's going to have this really kick-ass car and a radio show, and I'm going to blow up people.
Sure.
That's my hobby. A lot of people would say, that's my job. I don't want to do that. That's my hobby because I enjoy that.
Right.
And now here I am. And I'm not afraid to say this, that I enjoy blowing people up. People piss me off. I hit them. I hit them with whatever I got. I like to hit them with the scatter gun because that really freaks people out because it's so loud. Boom, and they, oh God, then they're dead. Then they don't know. I enjoy that. Am I a criminal? No, I don't think I am.
I don't think you are either.
I understand the fantasy thing, though, because that is kind of, brought it down to our level now. It's not this unreachable goal. Like,
right.
When I was a kid, I wanted to be a Merlin. I wanted to be, a guy who could cast spells and do all that kind of Aya Nuke shit. But that's not realistic. I can't become one of these guys because, open the paper. No one's hiring for Merlins.
It's a dying breed.
It really is. And, to be honest, you'd have to work a lot to be a Merlin. I mean, you'd be in the, casting spells and whatnot constantly. it's like full-time work, you know, for part-time pay, and I'm not gonna do that. So I got this radio gig. But what I'm saying here is I think, sir, don't judge yourself. I don't want you to feel guilty. I don't want you to sit at home saying, am I doing the right thing? Save the trees. It's not about that. Punks that you're wasting on the street are assholes to begin with, right? Am I right?
Hell yeah, you're right. Matter of fact, here comes some assholes right now. Hey, I gotta go. Gotta waste these motherfuckers.
All right. Well, hey, thanks for the call. Hey, again, another great call right there.
Great stuff.
A man who's not afraid to drive around listening to the best radio station, number 37, I might add.
96.2, Gear Talk.
555-4327. As some of you listeners may know, last night, my wife decided to leave me.
No, Frank.
Yeah, you know, she...
Sorry to hear about that.
I wasn't too sorry, you know.
No?
Yeah, about halfway through, I'm divorced. I was like, okay, go bye. See you later. Go ahead there.
That simple.
I already had his shit packed, honestly. I was kind of hoping.
Really?
That's the only reason
You
why...
saw it coming?
Yeah, that's the only reason why I crapped on a mom-in-law, you know.
Ah, Frank, I'm really sorry about that.
Yeah, you know, it's not your fault. You know, it's not really my fault either. It's hers.
What happened? I'm curious.
Well, all right, we're sitting there, and we're watching, you know, the kids play outside, and, you know, then there's some old people, and I said, hey, let's walk over there and stab one of them. And she gets all in my face, hey, that's wrong, and whatnot. And so I say, all right, what do you want to do? And she wants to go inside and make love.
Uh-oh.
Well, I'm not the biggest fan of this woman. I love her, but I'm not a fan. So I go inside and we cook up some stuff and we get into bed and she says, say something sexy. And I said, all right, I think you're stupid. And she says, that's all you got? And I says, and I think you suck. And sometimes in the morning your breath stinks. And so I'm talking dirty. Things are getting real hot now and I'm laying it on thick. And I says, I like how your toes are hairy. And she got mad. She asked me to talk dirty. Yeah, but that's the thing. Is it my fault?
But she asked you.
Yeah, and the thing that did it is like, all right, we're making love, and we're there, and she says, well, say something nice, you know, about me. And I said, all right.
Why didn't she make up her mind?
I don't know. She's confusing the hell out of me.
Right.
So I'm thinking about, you know, she says, say I look pretty, you know, I've lost weight. And I says, okay. So I'm thinking, I'm racking my brain. And I says, oh, it looks like you got a grizzly bear in a leg lock. And she slapped me for that.
What?
For a moment, I almost shot it with my sniper because I honestly thought a grizzly bear had snuck up into our sleeping bag and crawled up between the legs because it was hairy. I think we still have troops in there. There's like a POW camp in there. I wanted to go in there and, you know, save some people, but I didn't want to go in there and get lost.
Yeah, because sometimes people don't come back.
Yeah, you know, it's not too bad because now I'm a single guy. I got a good car. I got a good job. Radio hoes call me all the time, looking for free stuff. You know, of course she's gonna call me probably tomorrow, wanting to get back together and stuff like that. You know, you go home, you get to do what you want when you want to. Me, on the other hand, I'd walk in and she'd be sitting there sweating. And I'd say, you get off that couch, you fat piece of shit. And then she would just yell at me for no reason at all.
She'd yell at you?
For no reason. I walked in, I didn't want to argue, very peacefully said, stop sweating on my couch, and all of a sudden she attacks me. I don't understand women sometimes.
Like you were the one sweating.
You always have to blame the woman because it's her fault. That's how I look at it. You know, guys are into cars and guns and beer and scratching, you know, stuff like that. The classics, you know, more of a cerebral thing, if you will.
Yeah, I have to agree with you on that one, Frank.
Women, on the other hand, are into yelling at you, complaining, scratching. They like to scratch as well, and telling you what you can do and when you can do it, and telling you when your friends can come over and when they can't. They're like the vagina police.
Vagina police?
Yeah, vagina police. And, you know, I'm a SWAT team, suburban white alcoholic trash, and she's got a problem with that. So, you know, I think it's like water and oil, you know, so I had to go. So now, single man, I gotta look for a new place, you know. I was thinking, you know, maybe get a place over in Blister Canyon or something, you know, something nice. Something that says, Frank lives here.
And is single. Give us a call, 555-GEAR.
Yeah, the phone's just lit up. All right, hey, caller, you're on the air.
Yes, my name is Delicious. I was wondering if you could give me some advice. I have to travel in the lava falls quite often. I'm having problems when I come back to my vehicle after I've done all my errands.
These damn gauchos keep stealing my expensive Sparkle Boy rims off my new piñata.
Oh, no.
And well, it's very irritating. I'd like to know if there's any way to deter this, to prevent it from happening. I don't know. Just whatever advice you have, I'd appreciate it. Love you, show. Thanks.
All right, Liza. What I would do is I would get yourself some locking lugs. A lot of people use these, and they only use one lug per tire. But what I always advise you is you buy 4 different sets. For each tire have a different key, right?
Smart.
That way the gauchos, they can't come up there. Unless they have 4 keys, they cannot get all 4 of your tires, okay? And tires are one of the biggest investments you can make for your cars. But what?
I am your drill instructor. From now on, you pukes will respond to me with sir. Do you understand?
Sir, yes, sir!
I will mold you into Section 8s. I will strip you down and turn you into fucking robots. You will not feel pain. You will not feel remorse. You will kill the enemy. Who is the enemy?
The Talon, sir!
Say it like your life depends on it.
The Talon, sir!
Somehow I doubt you're here to join as a recruit there, sweet cheeks.
True. I heard you guys could use some help.
Normally our squad runs as a self-sufficient fighting unit. However, there are circumstances that arise when we like to use someone from the outside, someone discreet.
So, you need someone to do your dirty work.
You bet your sweet fucking ass.
Well, then I'm your guy.
Good. We're currently at war with the Talons. I need someone to protect our scout as it travels into enemy territory and gathers information. It's your assignment if you want it, cutie.
I used to have a gaucho pit crew. Let me tell you what, those little guys, they are quick and fast.
How did that work?
It didn't work much. They sat around tanning all day and rubbing each other with jellies. You know, I'd be down a few laps, whatnot. You know, you can win or lose a race by pit crew. I'd pull up and I'd say, I need 4 tires, guys, quick, and check the spoiler down. And so they go to work, they start taking the tires off. One of the guys puts his big arm in there, and he puts a purple Jesus air freshener on my dash in the front there, and I'm like, make me win the race, guys. Let's get the tires on. I look over. They're running across the field with my tires. And I'm thinking, hey, guys, I need them on the car. I can't win this race with rims. You know, and so I had a pit meeting that night. I said, guys, come on.
Looks like we've been spotted,
I'm
man.
going out on a limb here hiring you guys, you know, and you're stealing my tires every race. Every 8 laps, I lose 4 tires, okay? I'm losing money here. Even if I won every race, I still couldn't afford the tires that you guys are using to build rafts to float back to the homeland, okay? I don't understand that, you know, let's be professional, guys. Work your way up.
Taking fire!
You know, they don't race riding lawnmowers here. This is professional racing, guys, you know? Let's put the tires on a car, get me going, okay? Don't be, when I pull up into the pit, don't be sitting there tanning it up and drinking. You know, turn the margarita machine off. I tell you what, if the margarita machine needed tires, that thing would be running good. They put a spoiler on that bitch, and one of the gauchos was up on the front screaming like a goddamn siren.
You know, looking at him, I'm not surprised.
Yeah, but so that would be my advice. My advice, locking lugs or find a new parking spot. You know, get a garage, get a car alarm. Hey, there's one right there. You can hot wire straight off the battery with a wire. You jink it up against the back of the lug nut right there, right? And so when someone were to touch your tires, they're gonna get 12 volts straight up the booty. You understand what I'm saying?
Goddammit, I ain't a Christmas
People
tree.
do it all the time. Now, you're gonna have problems when you blow a tire. You're gonna get a nice little juice on you before you can fix it. But hey, just take it down to Earth Wind and Tires. Those guys, they won't know. Half of them are drunk anyway. All right, next caller, 96.2 Gear Talk Radio. You're on the air.
Hello. My name's Mac.
How you doing, Mac?
I'm doing good.
All right, hey, are you drinking?
No. I'm not old enough to drink.
Mac, how old are you?
I'm old.
Mac, you're 4 years old, huh? And you can use the phone?
Uh-huh. All by myself.
Wow, got a little Einstein over here. All right, Mac, you have a question?
Why, yeah. I want to know how to put a flat cannon on my trike.
All right, I'm not really sure what a flat cannon is. You mean flat cannon?
White.
Oh, well, you want to put it on a trike. Let me ask you this. How much does this trike weigh?
I would guess probably about 175 million pounds.
All right, so I'm guessing about 4 pounds there. The only problem is by putting weapons on a trike is if you have, like, let's say you put a scatter gun on it, right?
Right.
You know, crowd separator.
Uh-huh.
You launch that thing off, and you're going to find yourself 6 feet into the next building. It's going to launch you backwards, all right? There's problems with that. You're going to have to figure out how to get around that.
You gotta counterbalance the recoil.
Exactly, because you're going to find yourself with a tire right up your doo-doo.
Oh, that's not fun.
No, it's not. Mac, what got you interested in weapons?
Well, my parents, they have weapons all over their house. Sometimes I pick them up and play with them. They leave me alone.
Yeah, that sounds like fun there. You know, when I was a kid, interesting, we used to go up into my tree house, and we'd make these Molotov cocktails, right? And then a postman would come by, and we'd drop them on him. And he got so mad, he'd be on fire, and he'd be screaming, "Hey, someone put me out!" And my cousin Vinny, he'd pee on him.
Hello.
And so, yeah, needless to say, we didn't get any more post guys over the house, so we haven't got bills forever. So my dad was very happy about that.
We did make him drop all the subscriptions to the porn mags, though.
Yeah, we got those. We made sure we had to go down and pick those up.
Pay dirt.
You know, Mac, I gotta be honest with you. It's very exciting to see that the youth today interested in weaponry.
Watch out.
All right, there. He's a crazy little guy.
Fantastic.
You know, we're hiring for interns down here, Mac. You know, you could come down and work for us.
Consider it done.
All right, listen, you come down. The address is P.O. Box 2357-4918, Paradise City, zip code 3.
I'm jumping on my twike now. I'm on my way. I'll see you in 2 weeks.
All right, all right. Hey, that was an exciting call there.
You know what? It's reassuring.
It is.
When you get a phone call like this one. You know, gives you faith in the future.
Yeah, you know, just when you thought, you know, that things are going downhill, you know, everybody's killing everybody.
Right.
Then you get a call like this, and it makes you kind of sit back and really go, you know, there is hope that one day it's not going to be so bad. Kids will rise up with their weapons and start controlling this beautiful land that we have. And Mac, I think Mac is very inspirational.
That's why we're 37th in the ratings.
That's right, people like Mac.
Yeah, not only do we answer questions about vehicles and weaponry, we get a little deeper.
That's right. We help the youth. I like the, you know, and this may sound egocentrical, but we do help the youth. When you look at it from afar, a lot of people say, yeah, you guys are just constantly talking about, you know, blowing people up and hitting people with cars and stuff like that. But I think we go beyond that. You know, when someone like Matt calls up and has a question, we help. We reach out to the kid. You know, we almost give them a hug. If you could do that on radio, which you can't. But that's not my point. My point is that we help that kid. And one day that kid is going to go into a bar and blow someone up. And I hope he thinks about us, honestly. I'm getting a little emotional, but that's all right.
It's all right. Take a second. Control yourself. Listen, you're listening to 96.2 Gear Talk Radio. 555 Gear. Call us up. We're going to take a break.
Want to go where all the action is? Then you want Hotters, home of the tiny, tiny shorts and big wings. That's right, wings. The best prairie dog wings in Loserville. Check out what some of our hot waitresses have to say.
Ooh, Hotters. Oh, I love it here. I don't wear any pants.
We serve prairie dog wings and watch lots of violent games on the sports channels. Come eat my wings. I mean, our wings.
She's new here, but she doesn't wear any pants either. And she's got...
I am your drill instructor. From now on, you pukes will respond to me with sir. Do you understand?
Sir, yes, sir!
I will mold you into Section 8. I will strip you down and turn you into fucking robots. You will not feel pain. You will not feel remorse. You will kill the enemy. Who is the enemy?
The Talons, sir!
Say it like your life depends on it.
The Talons, sir!
Somehow I doubt you're here to join as a recruit there, sweet cheeks.
True. I heard you guys could use some help.
Normally our squad runs as a self-sufficient fighting unit. However, there are circumstances that arise when we like to use someone from the outside, someone discreet.
So, you need someone to do your dirty work.
You bet your sweet fucking ass.
Well, then I'm your guy.
Good. We're currently at war with the Talons. I need someone to protect our scout as it travels into enemy territory and gathers information. It's your assignment if you want it, cutie.
Point 2, Gear Talk Radio, 555-4327, or the word gear.
There he is. Follow.
You want to write us? P.O. Box 2357-4918, Paradise City, zip code 3. I'm excited about this next call, and I think you will be too, Vinny. Caller, you're on the air.
Yes, hello, Vinny. This is your mother.
No, don't. I told you, don't call me while I'm on the air.
Yeah, I'm calling because I haven't talked to you in so long.
Yeah, that's right, because I got a job. It's called radio.
Yeah, but you don't work that much. You could call your mom.
Frank, I am a
All right, here
very
we go.
busy
Now be
person.
on the
What with
lookout
all
for the tower.
commercials.
He can't even call his mother.
Looks like
Vinny.
we've been spotted, man.
You called me last month, Vinny. Last month. I could have fell down. I could have been attacked by a bunch of Meshuggah gang members. I could have been attacked by my 12 cats, for God's sake. But you wouldn't know, because you never check up on me.
Yeah, I check on you. Plus, I figure Mrs. Dingleheimer next door would announce it to the whole fucking neighborhood if anything happened.
Why can't you be a good boy like Frank here, Vinny? He loves his mother.
You know, Vin, I go by my mom's house at least once a week, and I probably call it, you know, probably every day, to be honest. Why can't you?
You're full of shit.
No, I'm not.
Yeah,
you, I go by at least once a week and make sure I call, you know, because it's a crazy world.
Know that your room's always ready for you. If you decide to know that your room's always ready for you. If you decide to come back home and take care of your poor mother.
You should feel guilty, and she's really good at doing that stuff.
All right, Mommy, easy. I'm gonna let you go, all right? I'll give here, Frank, will swing by this afternoon and make sure everything's all right.
Thanks, Miss Datamoch.
Okay, toodaloo. Bye-bye, boys.
Caller, you're on the air. How you doing?
Hi, is this Frank and Vinny from Gear Talk?
Yes it is, ma'am. Do you have a question and/or a comment?
Yes. My son has been listening to your show, and he wants to...
Taking fire! Taking fire!
And I am very appalled.
How could you be appalled if you're a woman?
Excuse me, sir. This has nothing to do with... I'm calling about here.
You know, I think it's perfectly natural for little kids to want to put weapons on their trikes, you know, because, you know, think about it. You don't go out and buy new sneakers without getting new socks, you know, a whole new outfit, right?
Figured you would say some garbage like that. You belong in a trash can.
See, now, you need to calm down because you're coming off all huffy-puffy, you know, you're getting all hoity-toity there. You know, I don't think you know the reality of the situation. You know, there's people out there strapping weapons to their car or blowing everyone up here. You know what happens? You know what happens to people who don't have weapons on their car? They get blown up and killed all the time.
I just want you to know that I'm gonna start Mothers Against Car Weapons, and I'm gonna petition it and take it to council so that you guys can talk about this stuff on the radio. You'll never have a show again.
Well, you heard it here first. We're getting protested by MacWolf. Call us up with your opinions. Hopefully they can't take us off the air. We will not...
Almost there! Hold him off!
MacWolf.
Bring it on.
Bring it. Yeah. Yeah, I noticed that she didn't say that. She's the one there, standing there saying, yeah, my kids are putting weapons on their car, as opposed to saying, hey, I don't let them do it. Not a word about restrictions or punishments.
Where's
or,
the guidance?
Exactly. What I would do, honestly, I'd say, listen, your kids can't have it on your car, and if they disobeyed me, I go in there with a white phosphorus grenade and light them up.
Dinner's on and then...
We interrupt your regularly scheduled programming for the following late-breaking news report. Gang leader and self-proclaimed patron saint of pain, Uncle Woody, was killed today in a shootout that occurred at Uncle Woody's Fun Park. The suspect is described as a man between 3 to 7 feet tall, 100 to 300 pounds, with hair and wearing clothing that covered a portion of his body. Uncle Woody is survived by an Uncle Stiffy, cousin Flagpole, and Aunt Boner. News on the hour, on the half, and when we're forced to tell you, I'm Heath McGillivray.
Well, they got taken out early. I got a big scar.
Yeah, your eyebrows grew back, though. I always wanted to do a TV show where you take a 4-year-old baby, right? Okay. From every walk of life, you know, you got them all. You got a melting pot of baby, right?
Okay.
Take them and put them on a big mountain somewhere in the jungle.
Okay.
Leave them.
Leave them.
The last one standing gets $1 million.
That is a TV show I'd watch.
They're making tents out of diapers, you know, they you know, the ones that just play all day, well, they're not gonna last.
Survival of the fittest.
Yeah, you know, one of the guys, you know, he sits over there and he's the only one that's potty trained, so, you know, he doesn't have to sleep in his that tracks animals and whatnot.
Sure.
I would pay to see that. Toddler, you know, island or something like that.
One of them better learn how to make steroids quick.
That's true, because they don't have a chance. You know, they could get eaten by like a squirrel.
Oh, yeah.
You know, I think they're a nut or something like that. Tuck them up in a tree, you never find the guy.
Watch out for the blue crabs.
Yeah, you know, I would do that, though. I would watch it. It'd be fun just to watch him cook. You know, because, you know, at that age, they're all about fire. You know, they like the fire, the food would be cooking, and then one of the kids would grab the match to burn down the village. Just cuz. And then he denied he did it. He said, I didn't do it. And he got you on tape.
Busted.
He did it. That's some other survival kid. You know, that's not me. On an island with 8 kids. On an island with 8 kids.
No.
I wouldn't either.
I can't imagine being in a daycare with 8 kids.
Nope, not even one, to be honest.
No.
They always ask those stupid questions. You know, why is the sky blue?
Right.
You know, how come birds fly? You know, how come you drink so much? You know, why do you always yell at my mommy?
Mind your own business.
Exactly, kid. Go get a newspaper if you want it to be informative.
You want to live on an island?
Yeah. You could be on
Shut
the
up.
show. Exactly. I say move it. Like one time I made my kids sleep outside to teach them the value of $1. You know, because they said, Dad, the roof is leaking. Aren't you gonna fix it? And I said, hey, I worked all day. I'm gonna sit here and I'm gonna go to sleep and then I'm gonna call a repairman to come do it. And they said, oh, Dad, you can't fix it. And I said, nope. I'll tell you what. Now you're sleeping outside until the roof is fixed.
You fixed that problem, didn't
Exactly. He was 6 years old and he says, I don't know anything about roofing. I says, well, you know what? You can't come in until you learn. Needless to say, about 18 months of sleeping out in the front yard really rubbed off on this kid. I got a new roof out of it, which I didn't have to pay for. Now he doesn't say a word to me. He doesn't speak. If the toilet could explode on his face and he wouldn't come say nothing to me, he'd say, oh, it just doesn't flush right. Something like that, because he knows you're sleeping outside.
But I bet he can sling a hammer now, can't he?
Exactly. You know, you learn a trade.
He knows how to drive a nail.
To teach him to drive, I locked him in the garage for a month. And I locked him and I said, you have to learn how to start this car and drive through the garage door to live. And I'll be damned if a month later he didn't know how to drive that car.
Figured it out, huh? Carbon monoxide didn't affect him then.
No, not really. He just slammed right through the garage door and then, you know, of course, well, now he broke my garage door. Another month outside.
Now he gets to repair that.
Exactly.
But when he gets 10 years old, he'll know how to do that, won't he?
Exactly. By then, I hope him to be a foreman on a construction site, something good like that.
At least.
Build his own house, move out, you know, have some ugly kids.
He'll be on that path.
Exactly.
Frank and Vinny in the studio discussing weapons, giving you everything you need to know about every weapon possible.
That's right, that's right. It's been a great day, guys. I mean, it really is very informative on the calls. And kudos to Vin over here for knowing a shitload about weapons, huh?
Thank you very much. Frank, you no slouch yourself.
Yeah, well, thanks, you know. You got another weapon here I see that you got on your list.
The flamethrower.
I really believe that it's a versatile weapon. Anyone can use it. Our little nickname here in the studio, we like the society we live in. Right in the groin. It was. They don't. I mean, it just.
It'll be.
Yeah. I should have seen it.
I tell you what, I know the feeling. If you've ever been hit in the crotch with one of those, you know that's gonna be, it's gonna leave a mark, I gotta be honest with you, and it's gonna sting to high heaven.
I think it shows that our society is hateful, quite frankly, and that it's okay to shoot people in the crotch.
I hear you. That's a little below the belt, but that is the society we're living in under the liberal hoo-haws that are out there today. People had to be put into line. They had to be some kind of order, and that's all some people understand. A swift kick to the nuts will set somebody on the straight and narrow any time.
Yeah, okay, Stu. Well, I just wanted to thank you for giving me some of your time.
Hey, I appreciate it. I hope you're doing good. And you know what? I'm going to send...
All right, we're thanking you, Stu. All right, we're thanking you, Stu.
Now, one of the things that many...
All right, we're thanking you, Stu.
Now, one of the things that many people are upset about these days, and I have to say I'm one of them, is the overcrowding and misuse of our fine hospitals here in Paradise City. Now, the problem I have here, and I'm not the only one, is these weak-minded pinko liberals are overcrowding our hospitals at an alarming rate. They come in droves with their petty injuries, such as gunshot wounds, third-degree burns, decapitation. My God, the list goes on and on. When are they going to learn to take care of themselves? Haven't they ever heard of a Band-Aid? Didn't your mother ever teach you to keep an aloe vera plant handy? Mine did. Don't you know how to heat up a pointy stick, cram it into your flesh wound, and stop the bleeding? People, this is what I'm talking about. You have to learn to take care of yourselves and not bother our fine doctors with so-called emergencies. Now, we have one of our fine doctors from Paradise City Hospital on the line here. Dr. Sussman, can you tell us what some of the most common ailments, if you will, that people are coming in with these days?
Well, Stu, good question. We deal with a lot of things these days. You know, we're a busy place, we're a hospital, people coming in and out all the time. We get your gunshot wounds, your laser mine mishaps, electrocutions from bolt guns is a real common problem right now. We have a few people complaining of diseases caught from working girls in Paradise City, of course, and, well, I don't have to tell you that, you know, I tell them there's no way that you got this from a Paradise City hooker. These women are classy, refined, college-educated women who do their job because they love it, not because they need the money, because they love it. They're craftsmen. You know, Stu, I often tell my patients that there's no way that they ever got their STD from a Paradise City hooker. I think we all know that.
Mr. Canyon holes are suspect. Mr. Canyon holes are suspect. The thing I love about Paradise City hoes, and I've said this before on the show, the Paradise City hoes are well taken care of. They're checked out once or twice a year for head lice and gangrene. And for the most part, they're clean.
Absolutely, Stu.
Now there's a fetish going around for people who like the dirty hose. And if you like the dirty hose, hey, more power to you. Just put a Jimmy on that thing and you'll be all right.
Yeah, Stu, that is great advice. And Stu, if I could just have a moment here, I just want to tell you that here at the hospital during the long hours, we constantly listen to your show. And you're a great inspiration to all of us. And when the nights get hard, we listen to you, we just turn you on, and you're like a giant cup of coffee to this staff, and everybody just walks around with a smile.
I appreciate that. I feel like sometimes I am a giant cup of coffee, and I'm here to wake people up in Paradise City. That's what I'm all about, to make people a little jumpy.
So true. And also, Stu, I'd like to bring this point up right now, if I may. We have a healthcare initiative that we've been discussing at the hospital for some time now that Axel has brought to our attention, and I can't say enough nice things about that man. He really, really, truly cares about the citizens of Paradise City. And if this goes through...
Time to find out how good a shot you are, soldier. I need a sniper for this next assignment. Very nice. Don't be afraid to choke up on it. Two-hander, huh? Oh, I used to live there. It was a nice place, one bedroom.
Eeny, meeny, miny, ho.
Holy shit, I found a target. Talon's got on the roof of the Narco Lux. Kill him! Very nice. I like the way you're holding that weapon, soldier. Oh, what is he wearing?
God, would you shut up and brush your teeth?
Somehow I figured you'd be a natural. Okay, here's the assignment. A Talon vehicle will be dropping off gang members to reinforce their positions. Follow the vehicle and keep out of sight. Take out each gang member as he's dropped off, and don't let any get away.
Healthcare for every citizen.
All right,
with
grab
money
the sniper
in
rifle
Paradise
and
City.
let's get moving. That sounds like a fantastic idea. I mean, that Axel, he... Protecting the rich and sacrificing the poor is what it's all about.
Absolutely, Stu. And may I...
Protecting the rich and sacrificing the poor. Protecting the rich and sacrificing the poor is... Protecting the gun.
Aww.
All right, let's find this car we're supposed to follow.
There's the car. Now follow him, but keep out of sight. Lock and load, men. Looks like they're stopping at the buyer's side. Get ready.
Alright, people, the Talons are here.
Section 8's in the house! Don't ask, don't tell.
Learn to drive, asshole!
Come on and get there!
Time to find out how good a shot you are, soldier. I need a sniper for this next assignment. Very nice. Don't be afraid to choke up on it. Two-hander, huh? Oh, I used to live there. It was a nice place, one bedroom.
Eeny, meeny, miny, ho.
Holy shit, I found a target. Talon's got on the roof of the Narco Lux. Kill him! Very nice. I like the way you're holding that weapon, soldier. Oh, what is he wearing?
God, would you shut up and brush your teeth?
Somehow I figured you'd be a natural. Okay, here's the assignment. A Talon vehicle will be dropping off gang members to reinforce their positions. Follow the vehicle and keep out of sight. Take out each gang member as he's dropped off, and don't let any get away.
All right, let's find this car we're supposed to follow. All right, there's the car. Now follow him, but keep out of sight.
So close, punkhead!
Looks like they're stopping at the buyer side. Get ready.
I need gas, guys. I didn't walk here, you dumb fucks. Eat somebody if you don't tell me where the food is. Yeah, not everybody's wearing this.
We interrupt this broadcast for a late-breaking weather report. The completely suicidal storm chasers are reporting that a tornado has touched down and is moving across Blister Canyon. It will kill you. I'm serious. This is Heath McGilvray with another late-breaking weather report.
Time to find out how good a shot you are, soldier. I need a sniper for this next assignment. Very nice. Don't be afraid to choke up on it. Two-hander, huh? Oh, I used to live there. It was a nice place, 1 bedroom.
Eeny, meeny, miny, ho.
Holy shit, I found a target. Talon scout on the roof of the Narco-Lux. Kill him! Very nice. I like the way you're holding that weapon, soldier. Oh, what is he wearing?
God, would you shut up and brush your teeth?
Somehow I figured you'd be a natural. Okay, here's the assignment. A Talon vehicle will be dropping off gang members to reinforce their positions. Follow the vehicle and keep out of sight. Take out each gang member as he's dropped off, and don't let any get away.
All right, grab the sniper rifle and let's get moving. All right, let's find this car we're supposed to follow. All right, there's the car. Now follow him, but keep out of sight.
You'll have to do better than that.
Looks like they're stopping at the buyer's side. Get ready. All right, here they come. Pull in behind them and let's see where they go.
We interrupt this broadcast for a late-breaking weather report. Blister Canyon is under a thunderstorm warning, so please remember to stay inside, unless you're coming down to the studio in a wet t-shirt. This is Heath McGilvray with another late-breaking weather report.
They're pulling into that warehouse. Slow down. They're over by Earth, Wind, and Tire. Follow them. All right, here we go. They're stopping at the Moon Me Motel.
Left, left, right, left.
Call up the station, they want to advertise.
I mean, let's face it, those are like two giant caterpillars on their face. They're not very good about grooming, you know what I'm saying? Last but not least, we had the tornado. What if we have a flood? Well, push it. Push it. We create a homeless person levy. We tell all the homeless person they have to sleep in a line, all right? Well, that line, in essence, is our levy, all right? Let's say we see the weather forecast and there's going to be a rain event, if you will. We say, hey, here's some bread. Well, we drug the bread. Then they go, they lay in their little line. Now, we're going to lose some homeless people because a few of them are going to drown, the ones on the bottom. But the ones up the top will live, and that'll be our next level of our levy. It's a very good idea, and it would make my home dry, which I think is a good thing. We'd lose some homeless people, but we'd all stay dry, and I think that's the important thing, don't you? Let them die, keep us dry. Let them die, keep...
What's your problem, Private? I'm ready, sir. What's that, Private? What exactly are you ready for? You said that when I was ready to take you on, I should let you know, sir. Go ahead. I need you sweet cheeks to steal back a briefcase from the Talons. It contains layouts for the sewers in Paradise City. Move out and wait for the target near the drive-in.
Perfect solution. These are
Head
just
over
my
to the
thoughts
Talon's
of
turf
what
and
to
let's
do with the
find that
homeless. If you're
briefcase.
free, hey, send me a letter supporting me on it, and we'll try to get some of these ideas. I'm saying, and if you're a big corporation who would like to fund some of this stuff, I'm saying, and if you're a big
Some people worry about the fun. Not me. Protect it.
the briefcase! Stop him!
Oh shit, they're onto us! Hit the gas! We gotta get the briefcase into safe hands!
We interrupt this broadcast for a late-breaking weather report. Blister Canyon has been issued a tornado warning. We strongly recommend that you find someone to hump. The shit's about to hit the fan. This is Heath McGilvray with another late-breaking weather report.
Nice try, fuckskid. Watch out, son.
Roadkill, 2 for $1.
Hey, ladies, nice beavers. What's wrong with you ladies? Come on and get it then. Get in line, Maggie. Hold your panties. Soldier, are those panties you're wearing? Why don't you hit the rinse?
All right, Sam. Let's go down to the buffalo.
Damn white trash. What company are you in, boy?
The Talons are attacking here, here, and here. Looks like they're throwing everything they've got. First squad is putting up a defensive perimeter here. Second squad is going to contain them from here. We need you to protect our flank. You'll be on your own. Be ready for anything.
Well, I'm your man then, in a masculine, sporty kind of way.
This is gonna require a steady aim. You take the turret.
Protect our flank.
Keep it up and the Section 8's will own this town soon. Don't let them break through. Keep firing.
Hold those lines. Keep firing. Listen, take them out. Maintain your position.
Fuck, they're coming from everywhere. Mason, drive them back.
The Talons are attacking here, here, and here. Looks like they're throwing everything they've got. First squad is putting up a defensive perimeter here. Second squad is going to contain them from here. We need you to protect our flank. You'll be on your own. Be ready for anything.
Well, I'm your man then, in a masculine, sporty kind of way.
This is gonna require a steady aim. You take the turret.
Mason, take them out.
They're coming from everywhere! Keep it up and the Section 8's will own this town soon. Mason, drive them back!
Hold those lines.
Don't let them break through!
The Talons are attacking here, here, and here. Looks like they're throwing everything they've got. First squad is putting up a defensive perimeter here. Second squad is going to contain them from here. We need you to protect our flank. You'll be on your own. Be ready for anything.
Well, I'm your man then, in a masculine, sporty kind of way.
This is gonna require a steady aim. You take the turret. Don't let them break through!
Protect our flank. Hold those lines.
They're coming from everywhere! Keep it up and the Section 8's will own this town soon.
Mason, take them out. Keep firing. Maintain your position.
Mason, drive them back! Just keep firing!
did good, ladies. The Talons will think twice about attacking again. Bad news. Warwick's son was captured and is being held hostage by the Talons. I want you to sneak in and bring him back. By the way, Warwick is anxious to meet you. It looks like you'll be moving up. Get your sweet little ass over to headquarters as soon as you finish this assignment.
If we screw up this rescue, we won't be meeting the general, so let's get moving. Crap, they've got lookouts all over the place. Take them out before they spot us. There's the prison. Take out all the guards.
You did good, ladies. The Talons will think twice about attacking again. Bad news. Warwick's son was captured and is being held hostage by the Talons. I want you to sneak in and bring him back. By the way, Warwick is anxious to meet you. It looks like you'll be moving up. Get your sweet little ass over to headquarters as soon as you finish this assignment.
If we screw up this rescue, we won't be meeting the general, so let's get moving. They've got lookouts all over the place. Take them out before they spot us. There's the prison. Take out all the guards.
You did good, ladies. The Talons will think twice about attacking again. Bad news. Warwick's son was captured and is being held hostage by the Talons. I want you to sneak in and bring him back. By the way, Warwick is anxious to meet you. It looks like you'll be moving up. Get your sweet little ass over to headquarters as soon as you finish this assignment.
If we screw up this rescue, we won't be meeting the general, so let's get moving. Crap, they've got lookouts all over the place. Take them out before they spot us. There's the prison. Take out all the guards.
did good, ladies. The Talons will think twice about attacking again. Bad news. Warwick's son was captured and is being held hostage by the Talons. I want you to sneak in and bring him back. By the way, Warwick is anxious to meet you. It looks like you'll be moving up. Get your sweet little ass over to headquarters as soon as you finish this assignment.
If we screw up this rescue, we won't be meeting the general, so let's get moving. Crap, they've got lookouts all over the place. Take them out before they spot us.
Where's all the chicks, mate? You don't want any of this. You come around here. Let's throw some old people on the barbie.
There's the prison. Take out all the guards.
You did good, ladies. The Talons will think twice about attacking again. Bad news. Warwick's son was captured and is being held hostage by the Talons. I want you to sneak in and bring him back. By the way, Warwick is anxious to meet you. It looks like you'll be moving up. Get your sweet little ass over to headquarters as soon as you finish this assignment.
If we screw up this rescue, we won't be meeting the general, so let's get moving. Crap, they've got lookouts all over the place. Take them out before they spot us. There's the prison. Take out all the guards. Hey. Go watch the tank. Fuck. Oh, you want to play now?
Come over here.
What the fuck?
Get me the hell out of here!
I see a dead man. I see him. He's by the drive-in.
screw up this rescue, we won't be meeting the general, so let's get moving. There is no crying in warfare. Crap, they've got lookouts all over the place. Take them out before they spot us.
We interrupt this broadcast for a late-breaking weather report. Blister Canyon is under a thunderstorm warning, so please remember to stay inside, unless you're coming down to the studio in a wet t-shirt. This is Heath McGilvray with another late-breaking weather report.
Take out all the guards! Hi, old faithful!
over here.
What the fuck?
Get me the hell out of here!
I see a dead man. I see him. He's by the drive-in. Take him out. Where do you think you're going?
You did good, ladies. The Talons will think twice about attacking again. Bad news. Warwick's son was captured and is being held hostage by the Talons. I want you to sneak in and bring him back. By the way, Warwick is anxious to meet you. It looks like you'll be moving up. Get your sweet little ass over to headquarters as soon as you finish this assignment.
If we screw up this rescue, we won't be meeting the general, so let's get moving. Frank, they've got lookouts all over the place. Take them out before they spot us. interrupt this rescue, we won't be meeting the general, so let's get moving. Crap, they've got lookouts all over the place. Take them out before they spot us.
Smell like pee.
Keep them around here.
It's the prison. Take out all the guards. Get me the hell out of here!
I see a dead man. I see him. It's by the drive-in.
We interrupt your regularly scheduled programming for the following late-breaking news report. Death by chocolate, they say. The patrons of the not-so-sanitary establishment Chocolate Holes were given a bit of a scare today when an explosion took out a large chunk of the nearby Blister Canyon jail during an alleged escape attempt. The dust from the nearby blast blinded nearby pedestrians and drivers. However, powdered holes are now 50% off. General Warwick is happy to have his son back and ecstatic about the fantastic savings. The Talons had held his son prisoner at the jail for the past several days, and the general was heard to say, quote, "Donut holes for everyone," unquote. News on the hour, on the half, and when we're forced to tell you, I'm Heath McGillivray.
You missed me too fast.
Oh, hell no!
Have a seat, Mason. I'm in your debt for my boy. Damn fool let himself get captured. I have an assignment for you. Yeah, disregard that. Talons took over the power plant last night. They dug in tighter than an Alabama tick on a crocodile's ass. It's simple. Destroy the mines, drive them out, reclaim the plant.
I don't have a good feeling about this. I'll drive this time. That way, it's your fault if we get blown to hell. You take care of those tankers blocking the entrance! Alright, here we go. Now start clearing those mines.
Kill him!
Here they come! Take out the gunner! Looks like someone's gonna die.
Stay close, boss.
Keeping your mouth shut won't save you. If you leave it up to me, I'd sooner break your face than disappoint General Warwick. Tell me the name! Tell me the name! Ah, fuck! Tell me the name!
One of our patrols captured a Talon scout. That maggot ratted out his whole clan when we ripped off all his fingernails. We know where Drake is, and he's second to Gordon Grimm. This is a chance to gain the initiative. Go to the parking garage. Eliminate Drake.
So he's waiting at the parking garage. Sounds simple enough.